live. Good evening, Ube family. Let's go. We're doing something kind of new, kind of different today. We're not going to do best, well, I might do best of 3, but not right away. What we're going to do is best of 1. Because I made a change to my deck. Ranked, don't want to make that mistake again. I'm doing this deck, not the one that says net deck, but my old deck I was playing and getting clapped by way too often. I have a theory, and again, last time I played this version of the deck, I said the same thing. I said I have a theory. Well, the theory is the same. I didn't really get it tested because I think the changes I made last time were pretty horrendous. I was really enjoying the last version of my deck in best of 3. However, I feel like I looked up the statistics and only 7%, and that's rounding up, 7% played Dimir mid-range. And I was running into that deck nearly 100% of the time. So the math wasn't mathing to me. Now, I was thinking, in what ways could the creative people at Wizards of the Coast / Hasbro come up with to screw your boy over? And I was thinking I had veteran Survivor in my deck, which is like graveyard hate, that maybe deals with the mirror mid-range, blah, blah, blah. So I took Veteran Survivor out of my deck. I yoinked that ish so fast, and I replaced it. So I literally have no graveyard hate in my deck at all at the moment. This is scary. Whatever he's doing is scaring me. But honestly, red doesn't scare me very much, if I'm being quite honest with y'all, because I'm fast. So fast. I'm faster than mono red. Mono white is faster than mono red. Don't ask me. However, let's read these. Whenever you cast a non-creature, Jesus, now he's playing too fast. My brain can't even keep up with this guy. A flyer, fire beneath X, where X is the creature's power. Okay. Target creature gets, okay, that's huge. Does it have haste? It does have haste. It is a 3/2 hasty thing. Oh my gosh, I take back what I said. Are these both haste? It's not a one-shot. Certainly not a one-shot, right? It may be a one-shot. Holy crap, I take back everything I said. Okay, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Okay, maybe I don't take it back. Maybe I don't. But which one's scarier? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 and end of turn. Man, that was a crazy-ass turn. Target creature gets +3 and +0 and gains haste. Okay. I'm not scared. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. The Firebender is scarier in my opinion. So I'm going to do that. Make this a flyer so I can block his slick shot. And maybe that's all I need to do. I did give him a card. Maybe I need a chump blocker on the field also. What's up, Butterhugger? A little change here. I'm playing best of 1. I made a change to my deck. I have a theory. I'll go more into the theory in just a moment. But I'm leaving this up in case he kills me with this flyer. I mean, there's still a chance that he does. But, man, that was an explosive turn. I feel like this is the first time I faced mono red aggro, and they've done mono red aggro things to me because his last turn was insanium in the cranium. But now I think I bounced back strong. Very, very strong. Auto pay that. Put it on this one. And I will scry. At the very least. And I won't die. I suppose I'll keep buffing this thing up. In case. What does this do? It's +3/+0. That would be 4. Okay, I'll die even if I buff this up. So this will be a chump blocker no matter what. But maybe he doesn't draw a land. Okay, maybe I buff this one up. Okay, I'm going to share the love that way. Oh, I forgot. I could have done it twice. Already making huge mistakes. Certainly. I'm just going to attack with 1. Plains bottom. Okay. I think we stabilized, but he could have done anything. Oh, wait. He's desperate? Oh, he has stuff in his hand. And he gets his thing back. I should have thought about this better, but at least he dies. Oh, he doesn't die. Oh, this was a huge mistake. I totally messed that up. He is a better player than me, I suppose. But he only has 1 card in the hand. I could bounce back from this. I could. Oh, he can play this. He couldn't bounce back. I literally survived with the skin of my teeth there. Jeez Louise. Hey, but we'll take those. We'll take those. I got, a shiny thing. So that means, okay, my theory is this, butter hugger. I looked it up. And the mere mid-range, according to the interwebs, makes up only 7% of all the decks on standard. And I run into that deck close to 100% of the time. So I was thinking of the ways WotC could screw me over. And I decided that because I play Veteran Survivor in my main list, that counts as graveyard hate. So maybe they put me up against those graveyard-esque black decks because I have it in my deck. So I took it out. I replaced it with Lesson Hate, which I much prefer going up against that. And so far, so okay. I'm smiling after one day. Matchmaker is shady. It does seem like it is shady. That is why I made the switch. And that is what I'm testing right now. I will say that last time I did this testing of one of my crackpot theories, it didn't go so good. In fact, that's last time I did it. I literally went back to ground zero, just complete net deck, because it was a disaster. I probably lost like 14 games in one day. So far, obviously, this is going better because I won my first one. Even though it was kind of dicey there for a second. Mono red aggro seems to be pretty freaking cool. Did 18 damage in one turn, and that probably wasn't him at his optimum. So I would love to see what that deck does in its optimum. Probably much more aggressive than mine. Crazy to say. And actually, what's funny is that I don't think I ran into this deck before. And when I was doing the searches, this is apparently one of the most popular ones. So this is going to be very exciting. If I were to craft a deck, it will probably be this one because, Avatar, are you kidding me? Come on now. This creature, another target ally you control gains. Ooh, that seems good. Pass. He's attacking with 2 mana up. I don't know what this deck does. I don't want to risk it. No blocks. Pass. This seems good. And he's a good player because, I would have played that creature beforehand. Each land and ally you control has... Okay. So that's some rampage. I don't like that. This creature gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. Earthbend 5 resolve. Okay, this seems like a deck that is focused on doing its own thing. So maybe... no, I'm not gonna do it. That would be silly if I did that. I kind of want to get rid of this. Sacrifice this creature, another target ally you control indestructible. Okay, I'm not destroying it. So maybe I should protect my Optimus Scavenger this way. Get rid of his ramp. What could he do? Oh, he has mana to spend. I gotta think about that. That was stupid of me. But it seems like I'm getting away with it. Oh no, it's hexproof. No, it's not. I'm getting away with it. No longer can he tap for mana this turn, but I'm tapped out. Should I attack? Probably should. Yeah, I think attacking is correct here. Oh, the fact that... What can he... Oh, he's deciding to block. That's what... Oh, shite! Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I need to start streaming early in the day because this is getting ridiculous, the amount of misplays I'm doing. I'm sorry, I'm missing some chat. Hey, yo, Remy's, what's up? This is allies get rid of Great Divide guide as soon as possible. Okay, I did, and I made a huge mistake. Swap, rip that guy 100%. Seam rip. There's somebody saying no, don't attack, no, oops. Yeah, I made a mistake. I need to start streaming early in the day. This is getting ridiculous. This is actually getting ridiculous. It's starting to frustrate the hell out of me, to be honest. I feel like if I didn't make that mistake, I could have won this. But now it's just... Well, he does have only 2 cards in his hand. I really don't know what he's trying to do. Except probably play huge things from the looks of this card right here. Well, that's all I'm doing. End turn. Alas, it happens. Yes, it does happen, but it happens far too frequently for my tastes. Maybe I should start, trying to nap, even though I just can't nap. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. This is the second time this ability has resolved this turn. Draw a card. Okay. Alright, so it's just wide, beefy boys. Is that what he's trying to do to me? Okay, last card. Okay. That is definitely a strat. However, maybe I can just go super tall and a flyer. Does he not have flying? No, it's just he's just too wide. 2, 6, a lot of damage, and he has a card again. Well, at least this is fun. At least I see a new deck. Jeez Louise. Resolve. 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 Now, I do like that all of his cards are thematic. To just dump his hand and then profit. It seems like it. This guy really likes Avatar. I do too. In fact, if I were to build a deck, it would be this deck. If I had the resources, which I don't. Well, this game's over. But at least, apparently, this is like the most popular deck, and this is the first time I run into it. So honestly, this is a great sign for me. A very good sign indeed. How much damage is that? 9? 12? 15? No blocks. I mean, I can't win, but at least I can finish this out like a gentleman and a scholar. Who knows what I draw? I don't have any board wipes. However, what is that called? What is that card called? Split? Something like that? Split something? That would go very hard here. But he has this card, so this is a pretty good deck. I like it a lot. Oh boy, concede. I decided not to be a gentleman after all. I probably should have been a gentleman. He might have had a daily that was like, if you attack with so many creatures, he would have gotten some gold. Okay, now I feel kind of bad. I didn't get him his dailies. Kill 15 of your opponent's creatures? Certainly I'll do that eventually. Okay, 1-1, but no Dimir. So far, the theory is proving somewhat correct. You got 10k gold, pop some packs, split up, OMG, Ubay Bank. Oh man, thank you so much. Thank you for being here again, Ian. And I think I'm going to pop some packs because when I was doing my research before this stream, hey, the new card. There we go. There's a card that intrigues me. I do know that, but I don't want to refresh something I can accomplish to get something that's like cast green creatures. I guess I do have a green creature there, but you know what I'm saying? It's like Crystal Barricade. I don't know if it's good, but it would have solved a lot of my problems yesterday. And here's a black. However, it's not the mirror. So I'm going to count that as a continued win. I have so many shard mages, so I might as well just wait a turn, right? End turn. If I get hand rip right now, I'm going to freaking lose it. Black. Okay. Holding up shard mage was the correct choice after all. Love to see that. End turn. But 750 gold, I don't. I like that card a lot. You do. That's good news. I want to open the packs and see if I can get lucky. I have to save my only creature, that's for sure. This is the first time I've seen this mate. A little less ugly than usual. Wow. Targeting me, huh? See, Crystal Barricade would have solved that problem, but at least I got a follow-up creature. And I have enough for Shard Mage. Okay, because I have enough for Shard Mage, I'm going to say decline that and end turn. I'm already buying promo copies on spec. Judged an RCQ today. Butterhugger made no way! Congrats, Butterhugger. Does that mean he qualifies for regional championship qualifier? Does that mean he qualified? Milton would mess up Popper so badly? What does this say? Exile target card from a graveyard. Okay, you can't pay that. Okay, I'm good, I think. So far, 3 mana, 3 cards in hand. Destroy all untapped creatures. Damn, man. So annoying. I cannot get away from this shite. However, again, it's not Dimir, so I'm going to consider this a W. And he only has 2 cards in hand. I just need a creature, I feel like. I really want to play hasty creatures. Maybe that might be like my next move. Oh yeah, that made such a big difference, my guy. Did you... Whoa. Most people will tell you to draft, but in my opinion, unless you're confident in drafting, I don't think you get a lot of value. Yeah, I'm holding out to not do that. When Beza enters, create a treasure token. If an opponent controls more lands than you, gain 4 life. If an opponent has more life than you... Oh. Okay, resolve. Yeah, I'm holding off to not do drafts, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm having trouble just keeping up with the card pool and adding a whole brand new set of card pools that I probably will never run into outside of that draft just will confuse me more and more. I'm putting that off as long as I can. Mono white or a sweep for RCQs, you got to get first. Oh, I see. Did you rig it in Butterhugger's favor? I actually tried my best to cue them. He did not. What's up, Yube? Are you at your new house? No, I wish. However, speaking of the whole house front, is... Oh, God damn it. Momentary rage there. They're taking pictures of my house in just a couple days, and then the open house for my house is probably going to be the following weekend. So it's probably not going to be for a few weeks until moving actually occurs. I low-key want to just feather a flight right now, but like, if 4 is all he has, my clock is like, I don't know, I'm just not in that desperation mode. Man, you should feel really good about yourself. Really proud that you're excelling my graveyard right now. Like, if you can do good at drafts, it's the only way to free-to-play get mastery and then return isn't bad. That makes sense. What you're saying does make sense. Draft is a whole other beast to conquer. I'm just not there. And welcome back, stranger. Yeah, it seems like a beast. I'm just not there yet. Pass. But if you bomb out of them or try to rare draft for value, rare drafting doesn't really give you the same value here that it does in paper. You can make their business so big. Packs are the better play if you have a set you like, plus you work towards gold packs and wild cards. That could be like a 2021 Beza. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I want to get my hands on a Crystal Barricade. That excites me. And I'm just not going to put up with this absolute sloppy-ass bullshit of a game any longer. My God, I have so many creatures. So many freaking creatures. However, I will say the test that I'm doing right now is to not run into Dimir. And I have not run into Dimir. Like, this would be so rare on any other day. So maybe I should just be happy with that result. Let me just look at this deck really quick. Let me just make sure I didn't goof. 20. Oh, I could actually replace that. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Is that a human? I mean, it doesn't really matter. All the rest are humans. Actually, wait. 1 human. 2 humans. Okay, I'm just going to keep this. But yeah, that's standard. There's no reason for this to be happening to me again. Okay, but 3 games in, no Dimir. We like those. We like that. I'm thinking more like a 6X. I was playing best of 1 in queue earlier. We could have ran into each other if I was just a little bit more timely. Okay, that looks like a Dimir thing. I don't know if it is, but it looked like a Dimir thing, so that makes me a little apprehensive. However, this new card's in my hand. I like this hand. Keeping it. Okay. Let's see what happens. Not playing scared, since I have so many creatures. Ooh, a plains. 4 creatures in, a mirror match? You've got to be absolutely shutting me right now. This does not happen to me. Maybe I've been proven correct. Maybe the whole game design of this goddamn game is designed to make us unhappy. And in order to counteract that, we have to put in cards that we normally wouldn't want to. Very backwards thinking here, but I figured it out. Methinks. That's Dovin, who is Azorius. Okay, that makes me feel good. And it's not mono white. How dare he play Optimus the Scavenger in non-mono white deck? He should be executed, if I do say so myself. What does it say? Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay. Okay. I think I'm just going to go. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do the fun things. Because I deserve fun things in my life. He can't block, right? Can't block. My God, if he blocks me. 4-2. It is becoming a big thing. 1 attacker. 13. I was playing Dimir, though. Oh, my gosh. My brain would have been fried. I'd be like, oh, I'm playing someone from chat. However, he's kicking my ass with Dimir. He gets his optimistic scavenger back? That sucketh. Should have shared the love, now that I'm thinking about it. But if that's all he's doing in his turn, oh well, I suppose. This creature can't block. You commit a crime, you pay black. If you do, return... No. Don't think that's working. No blocks. Oof! Big oofs. Put on the Reacher. You know, he may play a flyer every once in a while. However, I'm drawing creatures, so I'm having a great time this game. Okay, I literally just say that I was sharing the love. However, if he plays like Nowhere to Run, I will literally lose my shite. Literally hate that card. I'd never want to see that card ever. He's definitely not going to trade. He wanted that Optimistic Scavenger, but you never know. 7? Okay, I think I win this. Weird vertical stream? David, I am multi-streaming. Thanks for pointing that out because I haven't mentioned it in the stream. And I think maybe a few people watch these via VODs. So it is good to know. I'm multi-streaming. So you can click on my profile and you'll find both the horizontal stream and the vertical stream. Whichever you prefer. Obviously the horizontal, less of my mug, more of the gameplay. Sorry, I missed that earlier. I skipped over that. I'm a bit dyslexic. Sometimes it's better than others. Dryad Militant, what matchup is that for? It's not really for a matchup. It's more of for... I had this theory, David. And my theory was this. I had Veteran Survivor in my main deck list. And that is Double Strike, that's 12. That is okay. Let me finish this thought in 1 second. Ward 2, lifelink. I get my Optimistic Scavenger back. That would feel good. He can't block with that. That's an easy choice. And that should just be GG's. That is GG's. He didn't even want to think about it. Okay, let me explain this. My theory is this. For everyone that's already heard me say this, I apologize for repeating myself, but I had Veteran Survivor in my main deck list. That card is like graveyard hate. In my mind, I was thinking, also too, what sparked this is that I looked it up, and apparently Dimir mid-range is only like rounded up 7% of all decks, and I run into it close to 100%. So I was like, why is that the case? I have Veteran Survivor. That kind of counters it in maybe Watsy's mind. Maybe Watsy was like, well, he has this, so I'm going to give him that matchup more. And so far, I haven't ran into Dimir once. And normally, I would have ran into it at least 4 times by now. So that was my thing that I'm testing out right now. But also, too, it counters lessons. I don't really care about countering lessons because I do well in that matchup. But it does counter lessons, I believe. He was really feeling it. This deck does main deck Nowhere to Run. I thought it would. But what if it does in best 1? Put the roll on it and it's 14. Spellbook Vendor just wins, doesn't it? I guess every line wins. You punish the criminal. Good game. That's hilarious. Also, I definitely forgot about lessons. Yeah, I love playing against lessons. I think it's a pretty fun game to play. However, I think it's pretty obvious that I hate to play against Dimir. And so, like, literally, I don't know if I'm being proven right, if it's a coincidence. However, it's very hard for me to consider that a coincidence. Butters. Is this Butter Hugger? There's no way it's Butter Hugger. And also, too, like, I know I switched back to best of 1 because I want to get as many games in as possible to test this theory as coherently as possible. However, look at these hands, man. Look at these freaking hands. Prob that you're playing best of 1. Most of the people playing Dimir are going to be more competitive prob in best of 3. Okay, that's a good point, too. Maybe I should try this out in best of 3. I do want to continue in best of 1 just to, put the pause on as many people as possible. Try out this whole Dryad Militant thing. And now that I've added this to my deck, if the prevailing logic prevails, that means I'll probably not run into lessons, which is sad. But I did run into allies, which is like it seems like a more fun matchup than lessons. A mountain, this is unbelievable. I'm having a great time. I love this game again. All it takes is that. What do I want to play here? I think I have to try to outpace this guy. However, he's probably going to stop targeting me, but he didn't waste, but he wasted on me, so maybe he'll just continue targeting me. That's the way I'm thinking about it right now. That's why I played Optimistic Scavenger, to get some pretty good value next turn. Do you want to both play in the RCQ next Sunday? To be fair, I still think this deck works better in best of 1 anyways. I have heard that. Find a sheltered and you win. Ooh. Ooh, that was I really love that he played that card. because I'm ripping away from him. I'm the villain now. I'm the villain now, and now I'm going to be stronger than 3. So maybe I should feel good about my situation here, and he's getting punched in the mouth. In the mouth. Ugh. Villain arc? Not quite so bad. A true villain arc would be crafted. Actually, a true villain arc would be going into the house, getting my wallet, putting some money in this game, crafting Dimir, mono black skeletons, all the black decks, and just like laughing maniacally while I twirl the tips of my mustache. However, I did just meet a guy that had the whole curly Q mustache thing going on, and I was like, this dude. I hit him with one of these, like, probably I should be less judgmental, but it's human nature. I gotta be a better Christian. I was judging this guy. Turns out, lovely dude. Top tier fella. Love the guy. Great guy. Is he rage quitting? There's no way. Mono red aggro is a bad human. Hey, there I go judging again. What the hell is wrong with me? Ward? I'll do that. I'll do that. I suppose that's it. I'm gonna save the rest of my cottage for next turn. However, I could have done that, and that would have buffed that up by. That would go to 6. I would have gone to 3. It wouldn't have made a difference. However, that is 2 extra damage. And the wise sage Ian once told me that 3 damage equates to the best card, one of the best cards in the game. Still think about that daily. That lives rent-free in my noggin. Can't say that the black package isn't effective. So effective. Dimir is so cool and awesome. I got to hand rip my... You both love hand... That, you know how it's like the insides of my body are being torn apart because I love y'all, obviously, but I hate Dimir. So it's like, what do I feel right now besides confusion? All right, like I said, you guys get the pass. You guys can play literally control, hand rip nonsense. That's all it is. Just like waste the opponent's time. And you could time stall. You could do everything bad. And I would still love y'all. Got to play Grief Reanimator in Paper Draft the other day. I love when my opponents doesn't have good cards. Grief Reanimator sounds scary, but I don't know what that is. So I'm going to live in blissful ignorance. Okay. He is... It seems like he's like giving up on the game. So now do I want to just end the game right now? Because that would, right? 6. Yeah, that would end the... No, wait. 6? No. That'd be silly. But I could play this. I don't know what the correct thing is to do right now. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't think it's worth risking the creature in case he actually plays back, because my first game on stream today was an extremely explosive mono red deck. Actually, the deck looked a lot of fun. I would love to play that. Don't look up Grief. Wait a sec, I missed something else. Hand ripping is just a necessary evil to get around Oroboid in turn 2 Badger Mole. Oroboid is nuts. I wouldn't mind playing a Badger Mole Cub. I wouldn't mind it though. Don't look up Grief. It'll give you nightmares. Roger that, Captain. It's nice when it gets rid of Dragon Soul Prodigy or a Sin. Dragon Soul Prodigy. That sounds familiar. You just gotta look at some of these decks as someone playing Magic. As long as they're not doing bad mana shit like Slow Pain or just prolonging the game, I don't think it's bad. I respect that. And I should adopt that opinion. However, I literally can't explain the rage, the seething fury I feel. I felt yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday of running back to back Dimir. It's probably not good for my health. I woke up today and I noticed that I seem to be aging at a rate that I am not proud of. And probably some of that is due to my sleep schedule being fucked up because of me streaming late at night and all that stuff. And my sleeping patterns has been terrible. Probably terrible for the health, but also too, okay, I'm clearly not going to kill my opponent's stuff. 20 black and green spells. Hilarious. This game's a jokester, and you just gotta love jokesters, right? You just gotta slap your gosh darn knee. Grief is super fair. Should be downshifted to common. Ooh, Popper? Popper fan Rami? I'm hoping I'm saying that name correctly. Refurb, LOL. Is it actually late at night for you? For me? Yeah. I've been called for as long as I can remember, a 90-year-old man at heart. So anything past 7 p.m. is late for your boy. And here I am, outside of my comfort zone at 11:23 p.m. And to be honest with you, I didn't even get to sleep. Speak of the Orboy devil. However, I'm just so good at the game that I have seam rips to deal with his Land of War elves. And I will save my next seam rip to deal with his Badgermole Cub. And I'll punch you in the mouth for 2 damage. How about them apples, huh? Oh, that's a cool mate. That reminds me of my beloved Gazelle in Yugimons. Another thingamajigs. What is it called? What is it? Ramp. That's what it's called. Of course, that's what it's called. Now I have 2 creatures, and I could have Shard Mages and Seam Rip his Leyline. Maybe the prevailing wisdom is to save this for his Badgermole Cub. However, if I get rid of this, wait, he might have a land or he might not have a land. I'm just doing it. You know? My deck is called aggro for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Cheap viewers, Stream Boo. If you were actually my boo, you would be paying for Stream Boo for me. But instead, you're just a bot. Look at it this way. You dislike getting hit with the discard effect as much as your opponent dislikes taking 6+ damage on turn 2. I highly doubt that. I would rather stick pins in the. I think I have trypophania. Trypanophobia. That's the word. Trypanophobia. Word of the day. Trypanophobia is being scared of needles. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm borderline trypophania. Oh my god, that is such a hard word. I'm just gonna give up while I'm behind. All right, now what do I want to do? I suppose buffing my ish up while I can. No, I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna play this. And now I'm thinking about it. I should have waited to play that after my combat, but maybe I'm tricking this guy to think that I'm tapped out. Not really tapped out, but like carded out, and he's blocking. He doesn't have. Oh yeah, this is a fun trade. I'm happy I'm doing this. I don't know if it's the correct trade. You might flame me for it. However, he's behind on creatures, and I feel like that's a good position for me. If I draw like another Seam Rip, Sheltered by Ghost, I'll start feeling real good. Especially Sheltered by Ghost because he's starting to play some big stuff. If it destroy target artifact or enchantment opponent controls, that's just petty. But he's gifting me a card? Did he gift me a card? He did. What a nice fella. What an absolute beautiful fellow this man is. Gene Pool? Gene? Maybe it's a female. Dude, what did I say? Gentleman? She's a gentlewoman, maybe. Gene could potentially go both ways. Who knows? Let's, Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, that sucketh biggeth. That's a biggeth sucketh. So this already has reaching. I could make it a 4, and then I will kill this. I hear the chat in my ear when I do this play. Share love. Share love. I'm so good at the game. It's unbelievable how good I am at the game. At this point, it seems immaterial. How much is Orboid? Certainly more than 4, right? Certainly more than 4. I don't know. I do not know what's correct here. And you can tell I do not know what's correct here because I've gotten silent, which is not pleasing for the viewing audience. Even I know that much. Rampage, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't even attack, man. It feels horrendous. All right, no attacks. Oh, man. I mean, to me, it's fair. Wait a second, I missed some things. I assume you were just like in a time zone where it's a reasonable hour. I wish, David. I wish. I do certainly wish that. What about blighting and go for both? Double strike. That changes things slightly. Honestly, I'm so behind in chats. Ian. Oh, he's responding to aspect. I can probably look at it this way. Oh, I see. He's responding to aspect. Now I understand completely. 2 flyers, that seems decent. Oh, I should have attacked first and played this. Why am I such a donkey's butt? Okay, if I attack with both of these, he will probably just block that. So maybe I just attack with one thing. But then he has 5, and I'm pretty sure that's how much Ouroboros costs. Potentially 6? Potentially 6, but I doubt it. That's a lot of mana. I think one attacker is correct here. I think. Okay. That is, I will not die. He will die. Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he'll rage quit. I'm improving. Small dubs. Very small dubs indeed. You'd have made that trade? Cool, cool, cool. Indestructible. Fuck. Damn, this Weaver is almost so helpful. Gina's my wife's name. No way! W Gene. W Ian. Civil profile win. That's what this thing is called? Ouroboros is 4 mana? There's no way that much value is 4 mana. That is not right. Something must be done about this horrendous travesty. Do you have any coriander I can borrow? Oh, that is... The fact that is mean ass right now in the chat, that is lovely. He has enough mana at this point. That mana dork wasn't really consequential. Noted. When I read the 4 mana thing, that was clear to me. Yeah, basic elf is only really a threat on turn 1 or 2 in my opinion. Okay, I am ingesting this information. Thank you so much, Aspect, David, and of course, Remy. A Leyline Weaver, though, those can get out of hand. Ouroboros is a funny little guy. Little guy? Evil! Resolve. Pass. All right. Hopefully Gene Poole here doesn't think I was just bad mannering him. I need to get better at that. I should not be doing that. Okay. Nothing has reach, right? So I can just be hauling off on this mofo. I can just be hauling off. I believe that's just what I'm going to do. Just going to be attacking with... Ooh, that's scary. He only has 1 card in hand. Is that scary? To attack with everything? It's probably stupid. I should at least block one. I should at least have 1 blocker up. Okay. Is just a 1/3 true. It's a small little dude if you look at it that way. Demir can do something funny to Aura though. It's okay, I'm cooking it right now. Kavaro copying Aura makes it a 4/4 to begin with and draws 4 counters on the team that first combat. Little baby Boroid. Alright. I'm just gonna attack with one thing. Oh, maybe 2 things. Okay, 2 things. Good middle ground there. Happy with that. Big ole happy with that. And now he's at 7. So if he doesn't play anything with trample next turn, I can really sneak in there. I'll be in there like swimwear? In there like swimwear? That's the thing, right? And I could actually do that. I could have 2 flyers. All right, having a blocker up was definitely the right choice. Definitely the right choice, but he still doesn't have tramplers or flyers. So I'm 1 good draw away from sneaking out this W. Right. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, if he doesn't, he still doesn't have it, and he only has 1 mana. I think I'm pulling this off. Unless I'm missing something. Pass. No blocks. Pass. They don't have lifelink. My turn. Shard Mage's Rescue. Oh, I can play that at flat. No, I need to play it before because I've done that before where I just absolutely goof. Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not. Please don't. Please don't. Don't steal my happiness. He's not stealing my happiness. That's it. I win, right? No way. He's a trick. Gene Poole. If there's one thing you can say about Gene Poole, he's a slippery little guy or girl, and he's a jokester. He got my heart pumping right there. Got the blood flowing. A little bit vascular, however, it's not flowing fast enough. I'm actually kind of chilly. I'm gonna put my gloves on. You know, I was doing such manual labor, back-breaking labor yesterday that I didn't even have to put my gloves on because I was already heated. And then, you know, back-to-back Demir's going to heat me up a little bit. You know, but the gloves are coming on. The gloves are coming on. Boroid is probably just larvae form. Slippery Boggle? Yeah, I think so. The way Slippery Boggle is perched up on his rock, he's actually laying the egg for Orboid. Little known fact. The bunnies have trample, by the way. He's green. What can he even... I have no idea, David. That's the one of the biggest, most stressful parts about this game, and this is why I respond the way I do to people telling me to play draft, is the fact that I don't have the knowledge of the card pool. That gives me the most grief while playing, besides just combat continues to be kind of difficult for me. He wanted you to behold. I did behold. Pick your poison, best of one. Is Gene Pool related to Breeding Pool? Possibly. I was also thinking that there might be a Deadpool connection there. Slippery Boroid. Confirmed. Slippery Boroid confirmed. Man, this guy. This is going to be Dimir, because that's Kato, isn't it? All right. However, the ratio of Dimir in this game, in this session right now is still okay. If this is Dimir, I'll still be okay. And look at these hands. I mean, this dude needs a haircut. He needs a new barber and a new friend group. If he, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, a red thing? There's no way. I'm having the time of my life right now. There's absolutely no way that this is real life. Maybe he doesn't burn me out, but if that's, you know, what if he does? What if he does? I'm just going to hold off to play Optimus Scavenger until turn 2, 3-ish, maybe. It's okay. You'll prepare for the TMNT draft by attending the TMNT pre-release. I really don't want to disappoint you, Ian. I really don't. But you got to realize my comfort zone has been stretched so far. I just don't think I have it in me. Not yet, anyways. Not yet, anyways. I think I'm just going to do another creature. Then next turn, I will be able to do some Feather of Flight stuff. Draw a card on Optimus Scavenger, at least some protection, you know what I mean? Surely he won't trade. Surely not. Seems like his creatures are just as precious to him as they are to me. But I think in this case, since they don't really run that much trampling stuff as far as I've seen, maybe I need to hold up my blockers, and maybe that's personal growth in terms of combat, because old me definitely would have swung out, because who doesn't love swinging? More goblins is looking dire, but I'm having a great time. And he's playing speed, which makes me a jealous Slippery Boggle, that's for sure. 2 attacks. We'll take those. We'll take those for certainly. A Plains. That's not what I wanted to draw. Not what I wanted to draw at all. But maybe I'll do this, and instead of Feather Flights, I'll do this, have more creatures to block with. Make the Optimus Scavenger a little bit less of a target? No, I'm just going to start buffing Optimus Scavenger up. Right now. Right here, right now. No attacks again. I don't know. Now I don't know if that was the correct thing to do. I think it was the correct thing to do last turn, but this turn I'm not sure. Like the magic card? Exactly like the magic card. That's the only reason I know Deadpool is because of the magic card. I've heard that Mono Red has been booty lately. Fun fact, when I got into this game, many people think that this is my first deck. In fact, I built Mono Red because that seemed like the more brain dead deck to play. And the very next day, I got an alert saying that my deck was fully banned. Not fully banned, some of it was banned, but the main core of my deck was banned, and then I had to start over, and that's why I spent so much resources building 2 decks 2 days in a row, and that's why I'm so apprehensive to craft new cards, because that didn't feel great. He's going to get wide really fast, probably. What if I go to your TMNT release? That would make me even more nerve-wracked, to be honest with you. Because then I would be like, the famous Slippery Boggle Ian is here. And I would be like, it would be like meeting a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? All right. He doesn't have any reachers. So now it's time for me to draw a card and be happy. Double strike, 1 damage. Start sharing the love, maybe. I think my only way out here is to chump block and go tall. I think that might be my only chance. So I'm going to chump block 3 times at the very least. And hopefully survive. I'm not sure if I do survive. But still having a great time this game. Still. Historic for tryhards. That deck needed to be banned to be fair. Yeah, it seemed pretty good. It seemed pretty darn good. If you're trying to learn a deeper understanding of MTG, your best bet is to play Brawl. Commander, 98% of the decks are built around a core set of mechanics, and this easy to learn. Anonymous, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Second of all, I did build a Brawl deck, but again, I have very limited resources, so it's basically just a pile of cards. However, in real life, paper Magic, I bought way too many precons. And now for the rest of the chats, I have to focus. Just give me 1 second. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'll respond to the rest of them in due time. No blocks. Not blocking until I have to. He's tapped out, which is actually great news for me. I could, do something right now. Okay, that's 4 damage. That is a lot of damage now. Oh my god. How is he getting all this stuff? Oh, he tapped. Where did he get all this stuff from? All right, I need to stop reading the chats mid-game. I mean, this game seemed kind of lost already, you know what I'm saying? I should have blocked this in hindsight. That was just me being greedy. So that was just a bad play in general. And combat still is one of my many Achilles heels. But again, I enjoyed that game. I'll be in Vegas TMNT weekend. Meet you there? Okay. I'll be hiding behind a pillar. You will not see me, probably. Historic is for tryhards. I don't even know what Historic refers to, besides I know it's a format. I can't imagine. Am I playing Historic right now? This doesn't seem very historical, but I've been surprised in the past at these terms. We could all show up to your pre-release. That would be kind of lit. Would be pretty lit, not gonna lie. I think you're too little too late on the gas. He's too wide. Who the deck is recommending Commander for beginners? You might win? Okay, chat, while Ube is busy, I'll respond to chat. Thank you so much. Like, no offense, but most people I play Commander against in real life don't know what they're doing. Ask me anything. My first question is, what are you cooking, Ian? That is the question I meant to ask you a long time ago, but I kept getting sidetracked by the games. Commander is fine for beginners if that's the only thing you want to learn. Best way to farm gold is to build a shit ton of dual-colored decks. It really isn't, in my opinion, 50-plus individual cards to read and learn in your own deck alone. Yeah, exactly. I was playing the people in the chat in Brawl, and that's about it. Yeah, I knew I was playing standard, but also too, like, one of the cards I've opened in real life was like, if you play a historic spell, and then it listed all the historic spells. So I was like, well, maybe any format that has historic spells in it or something. I don't know. That's why I was confused by a little bit. Historic is just every card on Arena. See, that's what I'm talking about. Except some of the especially egregious ones, not all of them though. Historic is most of them. Timeless is all. History is timeless. I'm sorry, I failed you, Gravy. Oh my gosh. It's hard for me to keep up with you guys. Oh no. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. This was a card when I was doing my research of why I've been so salty lately. This was a spicy little addition that I thought about putting in this deck, but then I didn't because that icon is golden. And I'm a broketh biatch, apparently. That's a funny little name quirk. I'm making braised cabbage. Oof! I haven't had cabbage in a long time. Layer seems too slow for sure. It does, but it's an enchantment, which that seemed cool. And I'm playing against black, so now I'm less happy once again. However, this has ward. So kill me if you must, you piece of shite. Maybe I should have played another Dryad Militant and then put Ethereal Armor on it. But I played a little greedy again, which historically, I'm using that word a lot now, isn't the best. Usually lose because of it. Has 1 mana to spend now. And this card has historically, again, using that word, weird how that works out, has been a problem for me. Low-key want to play that now, but that would be a silly thing to do. 2 Ethereal Armors feels good. So I'm going to do it. And if this gets non-targeted remove, well, so be it. So be that. You know what I'm saying? All attacks. 8 damage coming right at his face. That is all. So next, if I can survive one more turn, I can squeak this one out, I think, potentially, possibly. Yeah, it's fine to leave out. Okay. You have made me happy that I did not spend any resources I didn't have to craft this card. Would only trigger your scavenger and you'd be consistently slower due to it. Great point. But when it triggers my scavenger, boy howdy, that would feel great. All right, he's tapped out again. Am I about to be happy? Am I about to be happy? Am I about to be happy? No way. Oh, he has 10 life now. No way. It surely can't be that easy. Do I play this? I mean, no way. He's not going to... I'm just going to all attack. I think that's correct. 6-8. Man. So I hate it when being that close. Whenever I'm this close and they bounce back, it's a horrendous feeling. End turn. Horrendous feeling. Most non-target removal in black are edicts, the one that makes you choose and sack something. Oh, I can choose to sack my Dryad Militant, so maybe I should have played 2 Dryad Militants in case he plays 2 of those. Though black does get some sweepers at 5+ mana, and he's creating a demon. Well, 6/6 for a 6/6, the mark of the beast. However, I'm a first striker, and he's still at 2. He's still at 2. Pass. Pass. Okay, that's oh, now he's going to what? 4. That sucks. That actually sucks. I should have played this card. My turn? Okay. The more things go awry, the worse off I am. If a sweeper happens, I mean at this point, if a sweeper happens, I'm dead anyways. But he is at 4, so this actually does change a little bit of thingage. 2 attackers. He's going back down to 2. At least. Oh, my bad. Well, now he knows I have an instant. That was a mistake. But he probably already knew that. Next. End turn. Please no sweepers. Please no sweepers. No target removal. Please. No non-target removal, I should have said. Does he have that thing that becomes a creature from the land? This, I guess. Okay, he's looking at my stuff. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card. If the gift was promised, you may cast that card. So he's getting rid of my Wonderweave. I might as well target my Wonderweave. I mean, that's the best thing I can not lose. But he's going to be at 4, and I should be... I don't know. I don't even want to guess. That's it. Hallelujah. It feels so good to beat Black. Screw him. Even though, you know, as far as Black players, he played fair. He played a good game. I take it back. Recon 440. We can be buds. Kill his demon go. Just drop my first game and way to just like just throw that out there. First game in 7 matches of timeless. Holy crap. What a talented person you are, huh? Even sweepers he dies with his own annex. Shard mage now. I'm so sorry I let you down. It's all my fault for confusing them. Nice. Wow, racist. That's fun. You know, I was actually thinking about that because, like, you know how YouTube is. I felt like I talk a lot of shit about Black. Now I'm kind of surprised that I haven't been like shadow banned. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that could be a potential possibility. How many wild cards you got? I have the thing that matters. I think the most, Cosmic Fool, is I have 0 rares. I have, I think, 12 mythics and a bunch of the rest. He didn't have the mana to kill your aerialist and animate the core. Also, use your wildcards on lands first. Mana fixing is the most important step to any deck. That's a great point, Anonymous. Also, I don't think I formally welcomed you to the chat, Anonymous. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be part of this nice little community that we're building, we have a Discord. So you can get games in. You can just, you know, talk about Magic the Gathering. Feels good. You need to spend some time on stream building a deck with your viewers. I've tried that in the past. And, well, the viewership died very quickly and it felt bad. And as a human being myself, things like that makes me feel bad. And maybe that's just vanity. And maybe I just need to work on myself more. But that is why I haven't done it since. It's no Ramey's 7 wins in a row, but it's 2 wins, and that feels good. That feels good. Heart of the wild cards. Not a good idea, low-key. We're not exactly the cream of the crop. No offense, guys. You still need a new deck. What's wrong with his deck he has now? The Cosmic Fool has wanted me to build a new deck for a very long time now, and every time he pops into the streams, he asks me, still the same deck, and I have to tell him with a sad, stoic-y face, yeah, man, same deck. Same deck. I will change eventually, Cosmic Fool. Hopefully, when I do change, will be one of the days that you pop your head in, and wouldn't that feel good? Wouldn't that feel good? Are you gonna buy him? What's wrong with? Are you gonna buy him wildcard? Something? I think he's fine. Donate $30 right now. No donations. He's fine for now. Just that he's been using that one deck for a very long time is sad face. I agree with you, Cosmic Fool. It is sad face. It is definitely so he can afford 12 wildcards. I pop my head in when I see you stream. Thank you so much, Cosmic Fool. You are truthfully the man. However, if the Cosmic Fool is a woman, then you are the woman. However, it's a phrase. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I have to clarify. Taps AF? Is he playing Merfolk? If that's his username? Oh, no, he's playing Elementals. His username is Taps AF. So I was like, if you play Merfolk, this guy is dope. I would love to play this guy on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Well, that has pretty much predetermined my turn. I do know that Ashling Rekindled is a hell of a card. So that will be mine. And I will attack him for 3. Maybe this is my first time. Well, no, I think I've been Elementals once or twice. But it's been such a long time that I can't even say for sure. I'm here for Yube's journey. He's a craftsman, learning to use his tools. Oof. Craftsman, that's a hell of a compliment. Very long time. It's been 2 weeks, and when he is a master chef, he shall start his next meal. There we go. I'm a tarot card. It's been 84 years. Well, when we round up, sure, 84 years, but aren't we all 84 at art? Now what do I want to do? The world is my oyster. Ian did once say that I should be more of a gunslinger when it comes to feather of flight. So, giddy up, cowboys. We're doing it. And we're doing more damage. He gained some of that damage I did to him, and now I'm going to take it backeth. And I still have Shard Mages, so I feel like that was alright. It was a good time to do it. Plus, having follow-up creatures on the board, you know, feels good. Feels very good. Is the growth... Man, you guys are so nice. It's unbelievable. It is crazy how nice you guys are. What packs you plan on popping later on anyways? It is the pack that is the icon of the star. I don't remember what that is. Is that Jumpstart? Something. It's a star pack. That's what I call it, the star pack. Roaming Throne? Roaming no. How about them apples, huh? And you have to pay a whole heaping amount of stuff if you want to target my etch from now on. How about them apples, huh? And you're going down to 10. Boom! So far, I'm extremely happy with my addition of Giant Militant. Also, too, it's a green creature. And that would be what I build. I really want to build green. I do like green a lot. Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. Okay, searching. Is that it? Is that all he's doing? Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Foundations. Yes, foundations. I'll figure out how Discord works and join. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you so much. That community is building so much. Well, just all of this is building so much faster than I would have ever expected in my brains, huh? Which is better here? What is better here? I could do 2 a Most Helpful Weavers, or I could do 1 a Spellbook Vendor and Scry. I'm gonna Scry. I talked myself into it. While I'm playing this card, I'm telling myself, hey, you're flying close to the sun playing a card before you combat. Is this a Reacher? No, it's not. Of course not. That's a stupid question. Optimus Scavenger. Yeah. Leaving that on top, even though maybe that's not the best, I could have looked for removal because I think the world is indeed this guy's oyster going forward now. And I don't think I played fast enough. Maybe I should have popped off with more creatures. Been teaching new players how to play for a bit now. The MTG is becoming more popular, so if you do deck building streams, I can throw my 2 cents in. Great. Sounds great to me. In fact, I have more. I want to. All right, let me clarify my thoughts in my brains after I finish this game, because I don't. Oh my god! At least maybe that clarifies that I played okay, and I have follow-up creatures. So I'm not dead on board yet. However, it's getting there close because this doubles the triggered abilities of this fucking idiot. Optimus Scavenger, I have 5. Okay. And I have blockers. So maybe he has 2 cards in his hand. I'm going to do something. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. This would be frick, man. That'd be a 3/3. He attack. I think my way out of this situation is going wider than perhaps he could eventually. Let's make this a 3/2. Try to love a little bit, make it seem like this is less of a threat than it is. He's getting a lot of mana, but he only has 3 cards. He could have whiffed. If he's anything like me, he's a whiffer. He's a Swiffer sweeper. Let's hope he doesn't have any more sweepers. What was that sweeper that he just did? Sunderflock. Of course it was Sunderflock. Ran into that yesterday, but now he has a lot of cards in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Sunderflock hits again. My tokens. My lovely tokens. I don't get the value, so clearly that was not the correct thing to do. But this isn't target anyways. Not fast enough, methinks. Not fast enough, methinks. But this kind of forces my hand to do just one thing. Draw. Ethereal Armor, perchance? Perchance? No, but a Seam Rip. A Seam Rip is decent, but he has so many lands on the field that it's just too little too late, methinks. However, I do have 33 life, so I could squeak this out if I draw Sheltered by Ghosts. And of course, he has another one of these. Of course, he has another one of these. Resolve. Drawing a card. I do like this deck too. It seems fun. Okay, I'm being silent again. That means I'm trying too hard. I'm a try hard, and that's disgusting. A disgusting trait. Not really, though. Yeah, I'm gonna be really honest. If you don't try hard in things, then what are you doing? You're just trying to be cool, and that's just lame. You spent blue. Did he evoke that? I think so. He only paid 2. If blue was spent to cast it, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Kapooey. Not today, Satan. But he's probably going to get rid of my Feather of Flight then. Maybe my Shard Mages. Maybe the Seam Rip to get another Ashling. Maybe this. But I have 2 of them. Man, if I draw Sheltered by Ghost and he only has 1 flyer, that's my out. Oh, wait. He's getting rid of my Feather of Flight. He sees it. Oh, no. He's 2? Oh, because of Roaming Throne. Roaming Throne is so freaking good. But I have a lot of mana. So that actually kind of helps me. Okay, what else? Oh, he's drawing a lot of cards, but he only has 1 mana? Okay, there's a chance. There is a chance. This becomes a flyer again. This becomes a 5, 6. This could become 6 in the air. I could draw Sheltered by Ghosts. I have 2 chances to draw Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, there goes the first chance. Double strike. Quadruple strike. Unbelievable amount of damage potential. Please. Please, Sheltered by Ghost. Nope. Going back to my normal things that happen to me. But surely is he going to get rid of... He has to block. He has to block. So I get rid of his flyer, and I have a way to win next turn. So if I just stay alive, I win. However, did I get rid of his way to... Maybe he doesn't have any more ways to draw cards. And I can see out of my corner of the eye, I'm missing chats, but I just know that if I don't focus, I will lose. And I probably will still lose, you know what I'm saying? But, there's a chance. And I just don't want to pass up that chance. Because I know this deck is good, so if I beat this deck, I'll feel good. And isn't that what life is all about? Resolve. Please have 2 whiffs in his hand. Please have 2 whiffs in his hand. Resolve. Okay, he's adding the mana, but maybe that's just mandatory. Maybe that's compulsory and mandatory at the same time. He's thinking. He's looking. Wistfulness. He spent both. Cast it. Exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. When this creature enters, if blue was spent to cast it, draw 2 cards. All right, he's drawing 2 cards. What is he targeting? Okay, it's not entered yet. Resolve. I'll figure out what he's targeting. Maybe the Seam Rip, if he's dumb. No, he's targeting the Feather of Flight, so he's not that dumb. He's targeting the Seam Rip! No way! So he's really banking on drawing gas, and he has a lot of mana, so he's definitely going to. And he's drawing so many cards. Okay, my hope is dwindling. My hope is definitely dwindling. However, if it were me in this situation, I would definitely draw 400. Oh, wait a second. How did that happen? Roaming Throne. Roaming Throne is so fucking good. However, I could draw Feather of Flight into a... I could just draw Feather of Flight and that's it. All I need to do is draw Feather of Flight. However, I've already played 2 of them, haven't I? No, I've only played 1 of them. So that's way more likely than drawing Sheltered by Ghosts. And I technically don't even have to do it this turn. If white was spent to cast it, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. When black is cast, on up to 1 target creature. Okay, that's a double up. So I'm just going to do that now. Making it a 7/7. Just not worth it. The peace of mind there was worth. Does he have to put it on his stuff? Is that mandatory? Put 3 minus up to 1 to... Oh, up to 1. So it's not. I got way too excited there. But that would have been hilarious if it destroyed his own thing. Please, Feather of Flight. I don't ask for much. Please, Feather of Flight. I should have shared love there, but I wanted, like, if he was going to use multiple creatures to, like, block and kill my one out, I want to at least... Okay, I'm literally just... Wait a second. That actually becomes a flyer. View battlefield. 4, 5, 11, 12, 15, 17, 19. Okay, I have a flyer. But it's a slow flyer. But it's a flyer nonetheless. I'm gonna leave that on top because I could have put that back and drawn a planes. Okay, he is going to kill this. 9. That's fine. I'm gonna have a Wonder Weave. I'll be able to pay with my Stoic Vendor. That'll be 3 damage in the air. So he'll be on a 2-turn clock. However, I'm also on a 2-turn clock, and my clock started early, so that's just not good enough. I should have put it back. I should have been more greedy, but now I can respond in chats. Do you have a link for the Discord or the name of it somewhere? Yes. I have it in the bio of my YouTube and of my Twitch, whichever one you're on. This looks like a standard list. How dare... Oh, sorry. I'm literally missing so many chats. Give me a second. Well, this game's lost, but I'll let him play it out. Okay, I found where I left off on. Might not be... I figured... Hell, shoot. Expanded my chat so I can read all of it at one time. Okay, figured it out. I'll figure... Oops. I'll just concede. Just so I don't have anything distract me from when I read these chats. Okay. I'll figure out how Discord would work. I read that. Might not be wise. I figured you'd go for Avatar Pack since you said you'd like that deck earlier. I do like that deck, but I thought about... There's this card I found called Crystal Barrier or something like that that seems like it would be pretty decent in my deck. Important thing about Roaming Throne. If they have 2, their war triggers twice. Jeez Louise. Good morning, chat. Good morning, Erie. Jeez Louise, Erie's back. Good morning, Erie. Are you ready for Dino Monday at Popper Monday tomorrow? Dino Monday actually is such a cool card. I do too. I think it's cool too. Is this Brian's Elemental deck? Probably. I've ran into it so many times since that Pro Tour came out. It's not even funny. How dare. I think when you feel yourself getting silent, just try to talk through the thoughts out loud. The thing about it is, when I become silent, it's more like analysis paralysis, where like, it's like that, there's been plenty of memes, but the one I'm going with is the monkey clapping the cymbals. That's basically what's going through my brain when I'm silent. There's way too much information I'm trying to process, and also when my peripherals are going crazy. I think when you... Oh, I read that. You have a link for the Discord? Yes, I answered that already. He just slurped those right off. Never mind, I was wrong. Hit him with X-Cut. Shame they didn't get greedy and attack with Flock. That would have been nice. Why don't you swing in with the double swing? You did. I cut this cabbage so rough. Thought you skipped combat. What is there to think about? Opponent, I actually skip combat so much. If you don't block, you die. You win if you can't deal with your threat. I mean, win rate is a metric, I guess. It is mandatory. Your feather. So you're not flying. He's targeting both. Throne, dude. Part of the cards, baby. Yes, this isn't the standard elemental deck either. If it has emptiness, vendor is something at least no time. Swinging was a mistake, I think. Yeah, it definitely turned out to be a mistake. But, again, I'm not good at combat. And that continues to be the case. I love the Elemental Incarnation. So fucking cool cards, but a bit OP. It feels good. And it feels like every time I played it, I felt like I've had a chance to win. And I felt like that I don't win because I mess up. That's the way I feel about it. The YouTube link is broken. Thank you for telling me that. I will try to fix it right now. All right, let's see if I can fix that right now before jumping into the next game. Discord. Hopefully it just logs me in automatically. Open Discord. Ah, okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. My server. Let's go to this. No, that shows member list. Invite to channel. There we go. That's the button I'm looking for. Copy. Copy, copy, copy. I'm going to go to YouTube. I know this is riveting television, guys. But we're about to have a new member to a Discord. I can't pass up this opportunity, right? Your channel. Customize channel. Links. Discord. Update. Publish. Okay, I just updated the link. So give it a moment's notice, and it should be good to go. What the hell? What just happened? Oh my gosh. What is going on? Not yet. I just broke my chat. Guys. For me, this has been a disastrous 60 seconds. What the heck? What the hell's bells? Okay. I have to restart my chat, and I'm probably going to be missing chats because of that, and the only way for me to do that is to exit the game. So you're about to see a black screen. So unprofessional of me. And now I got to click Caster Labs, which is the way I use my chat aggregate, even though right now I think the only chat's coming from YouTube. So I could just look at YouTube, which I'll probably do in a second. All right, now the chat's back. However, it's blank now. So now I have to go to YouTube, and I have to expand YouTube because YouTube's really small at the moment. Okay, now I have to go to the screen right now. Avatar badge, read that. I cut the cutback so strong. Swinging was a mistake. I read that. I love that. It's so cool. But a bit OP. I read that. OB more likely than you think. Interesting. That is a game. Being able to evoke them made them so. Yeah, I hate the evoking. Now that you're mentioning that, I do hate the evoking. Not because it happens in the elemental decks, but because it happens in the Dimir matchup. And evoking in the Dimir matchup feels broken as fudge, man. Or I'm play emptiness, being able to evoke them. Yeah, I play emptiness in my deck, even if it isn't elementals, just because it's so good synergy with reanimate or removal. If you want my honest opinion, I wouldn't tinker with your deck that much. Consider emptiness as a reason to go Orzhov in my Cantor deck. I play my own constructed deck anyways, but decided against it because I'd imagine double white would be hard to get. Just baked some cookies whilst listening to Yubei stream. That is awesome. I would love some cookies. Having quite the fire midnight. Hell yes. Love to hear that. Are they Dino cookies for Dino Monday? That would be Dino Nuggies for Dino Monday. Rip chat. Okay, chat. I guess we're dead. They are not Dino cookies. Well, that's a bit disappointing. However, cookies, hard to go wrong with that. Why did you hate me? Butterhugger, why do you hate me? Being professional is boring. Good to note that, Yuri. Thank you for that. Do you want to go to an RCQ in Carmichael next Monday? Are you asking me or Butterhugger? They're peanut butter chocolate cookies, though. Sheesh. That sounds like hell. Just a 2-hour drive. You and me alone. Elemental incarnations with Evoke are 100% good. Every single one of them from every single set they're in. They do feel extremely good, but they do feel beatable. Whereas the Dimir, and it might just be a cop-out / a bad excuse, but Dimir to me just feels unbeatable at the worst of times. At the best of times, they feel still bad. So that is why my opinion of Elementals isn't so dire. All right, now while I'm waiting for MTG Arena to load up, check this out, guys. To keep me motivated, and obviously you guys being here just is all the motivation a fella needs. However, I bought this. I still haven't really used it, but it's a Steam Deck. And from what I can tell on the interwebs, if you don't have one, then you just basically don't exist. Everyone has one of those. And it seemed cool, and it was probably a frivolous purchase, but I kept thinking about it. And to free up the mental bandwidth, I felt like it was necessary. Not necessary, but you catch my drift, hopefully. Okay, ranked, standard ranked, best of one. Don't want to make that mistake again. Play. Boom. My goal is to win 3 in a row. That is my goal currently. I'll definitely join the Discord, but for now, I'm like Slumber Brother. Have a good night and keep winning, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as long as you did. Have a great night's sleep, my friend. Yubei, do you know the key function Alt plus Tab? It's switched to your other tabs. Alt Tab? No, I did not know that, to be honest with you. Except grief. Broody Man, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Keeping that, that's a good hand. Ian, if you pitch in for gas, I'll consider it. I don't exist. Less than human if you don't own one. Of course, I was recommended to play slow against control, just trying to have 1 or 2 creatures out and ding them, not play all of your stuff at once. I don't know, though. I've tried to play slow against them, but the thing about it is every time I try to play slow and like hold on to my creatures for when I have protection against my creatures, they remove it in ways I don't have protection for. And at that point, I'm just losing tempo And then, and also too, another problem is if I keep everything in my hand, I'll just get hand ripped. So I just really don't have a solution for it as of right now. Grand Grand's about to get sucked up by a Sheltered with Ghosts. Maybe. Is this lessons? Be the first lesson of the day. Oh, it would be so nice to have a Dryad. Watch me not draw a Dryad. Oh, what do I want to do? 2, 3, no. I think I'm going to do Ethereal Armor here. Hold up the mana for Shard Mages. And then I'll have enough mana to scry, and hopefully I can get myself a fancy Dryad. I feel like that is a fun way to play. A 5/5? Jeez Louise. Come on, Dryad. No, Plains. I don't need another one. I think 3 is fine. 3 kind of limits me. 4 would make next turn pretty explosive. But is that greedy? Okay, if it is a Lessons deck, I do have to play fast. So I'm going to leave it in my hand. Black is the only color with true hand rips. So if you're against blue-white control, you can slow roll it. Good, you should be. And go back into the shame closet for people without them. Next. Oh, me pausing right there just gave him a whole bunch of information. I have a card that I might be interested in playing. But maybe that means that I might be interested in play during attacking. So maybe it's not protection he's starting to think in his head. Maybe that was a double, maybe even a triple bluff. All right, Lessons. I am prepared for this. I added a Dryad to my deck just for this. Not really, but he doesn't know that. Pass. Is that all he's doing? My turn? Love it. Love it. 3 mana can pretty much pay for everything, so I don't think Sheltered by Ghosts is worth it for the Grand right now. At this point, early on it would have been, but I went a different route. I went the Dryad route. Huh, that's an interesting situation. You can use Alt plus Tab to switch out to YouTube and then back again. Well, I have 2 screens. So I have, for some reason, I don't have the icons, the desktop icons on this screen. It's only on this screen. And I guess I could have done Control Alt Delete and go to that menu, and then I would have been able to use it. I don't know. Let's play this. Leave up the Shard Mages. Not Sheltered by Ghosts. I think that's correct. Is also an engine? Well, then I made a mistake. Hell yeah, the cookies are good. No doubt that they would be. But now I don't want to not have Shard Mages. Look at Grand. Might look innocent, but a true psycho killer. Whenever Grand becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Non-creature spells cost 1 last. Oh, okay. Well, I think I can't do it this turn now. So next turn, you've convinced me that she must go. Auto pay. Yep, I can pay for that. Well, at least my grand, the Spellbook Vendor, older than one might think, is going to be huge. I mean, it would be nice to have the Spider, but resolve. Not wasting my Shard Mages. I'm going to keep my Shard Mages for my Spellbook Vendor, that's for sure. All attacks, 6 damage. Doesn't seem like he's going to kill a Grand. Now, I can be a bit more greedy. Now, I can get the Dryad. If I get the Dryad, I feel like the game is pretty much over, which will be fun. Wow. The Grand is really important to him. Now, I kind of regret not killing it. That would have almost made him scoop, it seems like. You just have a gift. You just have a gift then, Butterhugger. You threw all that stuff in without even thinking about it. You're an artiste, and food is your medium. Kill on sight? Man, now I know. I'm going to kill it next turn for sure. Put Grand in the home. She needs to be. They already have 3 lessons. It's too late for Dryad to be helpful. Pass. But it still feels good. Okay, the fact that my creature is staying alive and it's a flyer, you lose. You had the option, but now you don't have the option. Oh man, what do I do? I'm gonna do this because whatever he's planning on playing, he's going to have to play right now. Do they have flashing creatures? They do. What is that flashing creature? The flashing creature that looks like this. Wan Shi Tong. Counter spell? Okay, he only has 1 mana up though. Shite. I messed up. Resolve. I should have just done Feather of Flight. But then he would have countered that. I don't think it would have mattered. Oh, are you bringing the cookies to Dino Monday for us, Butterhugger? Sure. Ooh, there we go. Good game. I only made 5, and they're 100% gone before then. Nah, this doesn't matter. You win. You still force the block. Yeah. It's because you still force the block. So, Bruni, you think I should just attack and not Feather of Flight? Your deck already has some of the best format answers for the deck you don't like. It's just a matter of drawing them. Probably? Okay, you say probably, so I'm going to do it. I do think that's actually probably right. Decline. Don't need that. Now I have 2 options. I have Shard Mage's Rescue. I mean, what could he have done with 1 mana, though? I think I should have done this. But now it's too late because I've already declared attackers. So even if I play this, it wouldn't be in the air. I don't know. Bruni says this was right. I'm going to go with him. He's better than me. He's a better player than me. I'll just accept that fact. Or maybe is it that it just wouldn't be flying if they block? So I could play Feather of Flight after I declared attackers as long as before blockers are declared. Some herbs if you want. Feather. Oh, man. Just said so you don't have to kill the game next time. If you hold the 2 keys down, it displays all the tabs you have open. Oh, I see. What is it again? Alt plus tab? Okay, I need to remember that. Another Grand hits the board. This time, I'm definitely going to Feather of Flight. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is a card. Do a Feather Trust. I should have done the Feather. All hail the Feather. You can do it before the blocks. Okay, as long as before the blocks. That's good information. Because one time, I thought I was being tricky. And I did it after the blocks. I was like, ooh, I'm so good at the game. And then he still blocked it. And I felt extremely foolish. But now I know. The more you know, reading Rainbow. Oh, it's probably going to counter because it has a blue. Spell Snare? Please no Spell Snare. Counter. But I can pay it, right? Isn't it? Unless I pay 2? I'm paying it. Wait a second. Why isn't it letting me pay it? Oh, this has to resolve first. Oh, he has a treasure token. So this will be... Oh, man. Resolve. I'm going to pay it. Auto pay. Because he doesn't have it now. And I'm drawing a card. Woo! Even though I misplayed, I still got the victory. Thank you. That was way too stressful. If I was just a little bit better... Like on this, Seam Rip deals with the Grand. Yeah, Seam Rip definitely goes hard against the Grand. Love that. You can do it before blockers and it will have flying. Gotcha. I Seam Rip Granny first before Shard Maze. Oh, that's not a Seam Rip. He's got nothing. They drew a card. GG's. Nice. Let's go, baby. Yuck. Play. Play again. 2 more games and I rank up. 2 more games and I'll win 3 in a row. That feels good. Every time I see this profile picture, they play Demir, though. But maybe I'm jinxing myself. Maybe this will be just a friendly, everyday, average old... What do I want to play against? I wouldn't mind playing against allies. I had a good time against allies, even though I misplayed like the Dickens. Okay. I think that's an ally potential card, maybe. Let's do Dryad. There's Dryad. That's funny. Nice. Starting town, they could be doing anything right now. Let's do this and just punch him in the face. Counter it? One of these decks, huh? Gotcha. Well, maybe with that in mind, I'll play Spelled Vendor next time instead of the Wonder Weave. Because I had 2 of these and 2 of the Wonder Weaves. And there's the stock up. Now the world is my oyster. Oh man, that doesn't feel great. A little too slow, methinks. What is this deck? I should know this deck, because I've definitely seen this deck before. And now that he's tapped out, I might as well not get countered and put the Ethereal Armor on my Dryad. Punch him in the face for a lot. 4 damage. Angry rock. What does he have to be angry about? Maybe the fact that he's a rock. And his karmic cycle lasts a millennia. Elementals, absolutely control of some type. It seems... Yeah, ooh! An earth? Yeah, I literally have no idea what's happening. Although I've seen this concoction of cards before. But usually I don't think this concoction has... I don't know. Really don't know. Can I seam rip a land? I can't seam rip a land. It says non-land. When this creature gets Earthbend 2, then search your library for a basic land card. Put it whenever a land you control enters. Well, I guess I'll scry. Yeah, let's scry. Auto pay. Put it on this. Do I start sharing the love? Let's start sharing the love. Because it seems like he has bad intention in his heart right now. What does he have to do? Another ethereal armor. Well, if my creature survive, that would be really good. Let's just hope my creature survive. And maybe I can be a little bit faster and wider than him, even though since he's playing like tramply stuff, maybe I'm not going to be. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. This is, damn, I missed a lot. 1 second. Ooh. All right, now what he's playing is a lot more easier to guess. That's a lot of damage. And it's a trampler. Am I going to survive this? It's doubles, so no, I'm not going to survive that. So this card is literally Might Form Harmonizer dot deck, and that's just stupid. And that's just stupid. Crazy. Crazy. Because Smell Center is generally there for cup hate, but it creams a lot of your deck. It certainly does. It creams pretty much the entirety of my deck. That Karma Disc, maybe it's just a good stuff pile. It's a Harmonizer. So someone knew way before I did. However, I don't run into that very often. So, I'm not aware of that card. This guy's playing MTG like Richard Garfield intended. Pretty sure Orboid is going to pop out. Only card I know with the name is Might Form Harmonizer. I'm pretty sure that's not in standard. Apparently it is. Does everything it needs to. Yeah, apparently you just need 4 Harmonizers and just like searches and stalling abilities. It is. Oh wait, I played against this deck today in person. 0-2, lost 0-2. Scary deck. It seems pretty scary. I don't think I could have done anything different, honestly. I was just at his own mercy. I was thinking of you dead. Timur Battle Friar. You should have called it Judge. GG's, it wasn't legal in standard? It wasn't? That deck was second place at the Pro Tour. Well, that makes sense. It's insane. He just popped a squat on you. Harmonizer is DJ Vinyl. Welcome. Harmonizer combo with full bore. Yeah, it was... Honestly, that might have been the first time I faced that. That was vicious. I love that deck. Not gonna lie, you shouldn't attack. Now I know. Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered even if I didn't attack, because he had an extra 58 damage to spare. So my 9 little guy wouldn't have made much of a difference. You had a first strike on a 4/3 and kill the Harmonizer. Fan Ruckster, thank you for being here. Hopefully you are a patient man and love to watch people struggle while getting to this lovely game. I am playing Cespuglio.exe. Let's hope he crashes. Let's hope his file fails to download. He's a dauntless drafter. Something that people want me to be. Eventually I'll get there. He has cabbage. Ian, is this the cabbage that he made today? Wait, that's so funny. It mattered, but if you didn't know the deck, that's not a thing you do. You should craft Get Lost. I looked at that today, Lee, actually. I looked at that today. Funny enough. Let's do this first, and next turn I'll be able to play the Wonder Weave and pay for the Spellbook Vendor's enchantment to modify the Wonder Weave. But then I wouldn't be scrying. So maybe that's bad sequencing. Maybe, I should have done the Wonder Weave, attack with the Wonder Weave in the air. That would have been proper sequencing. A Doofus, another landfall deck. Well, Tifa, my plans have gone awry. I mean, how big really could that be in one turn? How big really could that be in one turn? I'm doing it. God dang it. Man. Whatever. I'm doing it. 3 damage. And since I don't have protection, I get a scry now. So maybe the bad sequencing was good sequencing after all. Maybe the sequencing was the friends we made along the way. Putting the creature back in the bottom, that might bite my behind in a turn or two. Harmonize will come with full board. That was vicious. I love that deck, not gonna lie. You shouldn't attack. You had first strike on a 4/3 and kill a Harmonizer. Wait, that's so funny. It mattered, but if you didn't know, you shouldn't craft Get Lost. You should craft Get Lost. Cabbage not going well. Surprise, smoked it. Hasn't gone off. I shouldn't laugh. That's actually a shame. I'll go cut his internet cables for you, Yubei. Thank you so much. That you would do that for me? I run 1 Get Lost in my in-person list. Get Lost, when I was reading it today, actually seemed like it was going to solve a lot of my problems. However, I have not crafted it yet, and the rest of these chats will have to wait for one more moment. And I guess I continue just playing. A Most Helpful Weaver. I'm just playing the Most Helpful Weaver. Innocent little card. Just kidding. Huge Granny. Huge Granny. Gonna punch you right in the mouth unless you block, of course. I am gonna pay the 1. Make this a 3/2. Lots of value from the old Granny. The old mono white Granny. A plains can kick rocks. Kick rocks down your damn plains. Why are you looking at me with your 4 eyes, you little 4-eyed freak? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What do you have planned? Okay, you're gonna play land. This is gonna get a land, so that's 2 landfall triggers. So that's gonna be a 5, and then he's gonna double them, so that's gonna be a lot. Okay, so that's gonna be huge. Okay, this is gonna be huge. On this creature. Okay, that's it? He can still... Wait, I thought this was Fable. Sacrifice Sand, search your library for a baseline card, put it on the... Okay, it does the same thing. It does the same thing. He has to pay for that shit, though. I'm gonna get myself a flyer and get myself some chump blockers against the inevitable trampage that's about to happen. Auto pay. Flyer. Scry again. I don't want this little guy to be blocked, but I can scry 2. No, I think it's better to hold that up for blocks. For potential blocks. Doesn't change the game in a meaningful way, I don't think. It does give me another blocker, but I feel like at this point with Bristly Bill, I mean, that's 5. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Do I do this? No. Boom. Watch me get a planes now. Watch me get a planes for being a greedy gremlin. That's not going to get big enough, is it? Oh, he's putting on this. That's why. That was smart. Okay. And I have 44. So what could go awry? And once again, I have to make up chat reading after this. Man, that doesn't feel good. Okay. I have a flyer. Now I'm going to have a flyer with double strike. That's going to be 6. He does not have lifelink that I know of. And I'm going to be paying this. Oh, he already has one of those. So I just need one buff spell, basically. He has 4 creatures. I have 4 creatures. Okay. And he's going to assumedly hold them all up. No reachers. This trample is scary. Another Bristly Bill. He only has 1 card in his hand. 12, 24, 24 Trampler. Sometimes it just works out for you. And right now is one of those times. Decline. There we go. And he's such a doofus that he doesn't let me get my potential attack dailies. All right. I'll run 1 get lost. I left off on there, I think. 1 more year till rotation. Good card, but you could do either that or 2 restoration magics. I have that in my sideboard, as you know, Butterhugger. I don't play standard anymore. I play Pauper. Pauper, we love Pauper in the chat, guys. Pauper, I want to play Pauper more than I want to breathe my next breath. It's a format where only commons are legal. I love the idea of that. It's soon to you next year. You play Magic? Pauper mention. Yeah! Harmonizer is pretty rare to see. You can recognize it by the escape tunnel and stock up on red lands. Gotcha. Very big, real big. We love Pauper in this chat. DJ, wow, so topical. I didn't even read that. And, that's how much we love Pauper. I only play Momir. I only play Riftbound. Interesting. Riftbound, another mention of Riftbound. I didn't know if the hype of Riftbound was legitimate or just paid for by the company that makes Riftbound. Because I saw a bunch of thumbnails for Riftbound when it was released. Do they even do more Momir events on Arena anymore? Occasionally, and there's the alchemy cards that use more Momir mechanics. Lots of decks seem to play Escape Tunnel. Ornate imitations kick my ass more often than I'd like to admit. DJ Venno, what do you play in Pauper? I should load up Modo and play some Momir. Let's just play Momir in real life. I play mostly combo inside out or walls combo. How big is your Momir cube? You're so real. What is Momir? I'm a Boggles player or a mono white. Every time Boggles mentioned it just makes me happy. It just makes me happy every time Boggles is mentioned now. Occasionally play Jund Wildfire. Jund is white, green, red. White, green, red is Jund, right? Am I learning something or am I wrong? What is Momir? Occasionally play Jund. I tried to make Heroic work in Commander once. I tried to make Boggles work in Pauper once. I'm a cranial ram on Arena only player. I'm a degenerate. I assume that didn't go great. Ian, just get better. Heroic is cool. I like Spider-Man card. Draw a better 7-6-5-4 and keep at 4. Hell yeah. It's a fun deck. Pauper mentioned? Pauper best format. Momir basic mention. Ube. When are we streaming Momir? I don't even know what Momir is. Slippery Boggle mentioned again. Red, black, green. Red, black, green. Damn. Not even close. Hello, my fellow Watsi Goyum. How is our slot today? Well, honestly, the Arcane Castle, if you asked me that yesterday, I would have been like, this shit is a slot fest and I want to die. However, today, I had a theory. I put that theory to test the Arcane Castle. I removed the Veteran Survival from my deck. And ever since, I haven't faced the sloppiest deck, which is Dimir midrange. So it's going pretty good. Also, thank you so much for being here. Black, green, red is Jund. That was close. I was just one off. Yube, how many of the 2 and 3 color combos can you name offhand? Dimir, Selesnya, Simic, shout out Simic Mai, Orzhov, Azorius. We have Is It? I know Is It. That's red blue. Let's see. Does Wooburg count? You know what's funny? Now that I mentioned Wooburg, I don't know why. I do know why blue is U, because black is B. But what does U stand for? I don't know what U stands for. Momir is a format where your deck is entirely lands and you have a special ability to discard a card and pay X mana to get a random creature with that. That sounds actually insane. Momir is a format with... just read that. It's too late, Ube. The Pinkertons got to Momir big. Well, good, my friend. Glad the slop is pleasing today. I'm a commander player. I would love to be a Commander player, Arcane Castle, and if you stick around with me long enough, you will eventually see me play Commander, maybe in real life, if I ever get in real life friends. You know what I'm saying? Blue. The U stands for the middle of blue. That's hilarious. Ulu stands for uber good. That's hysterical. I would have never guessed that. Literally, my mind came up with Underground Sea. I came up with that. I also came up with, and I don't remember what else I came up with. I'm in Toronto. If you're near, I'm not in Toronto, but maybe I will visit Toronto one day because that is fairly near one of my very good friends. Slippery Boggle is a blue card. Makes you think. That's for sure. Like it. Man, ever since I removed Veteran Survivor, Arcane, I can't tell you how much more I'm enjoying this game. I was about to find the nearest cliff yesterday. That's how much I was not enjoying the game of Magic the Gathering. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked, and also when I added Dryad Militant. Funny how that works. Let's do some fun things. Let's hold up 1 mana for a, Shard Mage's Rescue. I don't want my creature to die as of right now. Next turn, I will play maybe Ethereal Armor and hold up Shard Mage if I don't draw another planes. Wonderweave Airless is a blue card. Toronto has a good commander scene and standard. I bet. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Mono blue auras win? Could that work? It probably could work. It seems like blue has quite the inventory. Okay. Pass. Let's just play as aggressive as him. Now that I have 2 in my hand. Spellbook Vendor is pretty good. Let's do this. Let's make him start probably blocking sometime soon. Leave the Shard Mage in case he targets and wants to ruin my life. But this seems like one of those situations where he could pop off for 18 damage like my first game of the stream. And isn't that just a bit scary? Maybe the correct thing would have been play something to have like a blocker on the board, because if he plays something with haste, that'd be like 1 or 2, and then he plays something. I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. What deck am I running right now? Wait a sec, I missed some. Nope, I didn't. Craw Worm deck. Don't know what that is, but it sounds scary. I don't like worms. Worms are kind of weird. I am running right now. This deck is called Mono White Aggro on the interwebs, but also too sometimes it's called Mono White Enchantments. I've also seen Mono White Auras, I think, before. In real life, my first ever Commander deck, when I really got into the game, when I got addicted a couple weeks ago, is I bought Creative Energy Precon, and I did some upgrades to it. It deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Okay. Resolve. Pass. Okay. 8 damage. Resolve. He's tapped out. Resolve. This will be 7, 8. He's at 12. Pass. Pass. I'm at 12 now too. Now he's back to 2 creatures. Do I play? Okay, let me think about this. So it'll be 7, but because of Ethereal Armor, that would be 8. Then because of Ethereal Armor, that would be 9. So it's not worth it. Not worth it to play it yet. However, this changes some things. Do I scry here? Yes. I do want to play. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, shite. I think the correct move there is to hold up the Shard Mage still, because now I have a win con. I could potentially draw into an outright win con by keeping this up. Not sure if that's correct, though. What even is this Commander thing people keep talking about? I don't know. It's like some card game. It's kind of like Magic the Gathering, but not really. Probably not as good as White, but the card draw may or may not be helpful. I think it would probably work out pretty good, to be honest with you. Nice. That was a tough precon to start with energy counters and supers. aren't super supported. And the thing about it is I picked that deck, one, because I thought energies and the whole energy thing was cool. And also, two, I thought, well, this will make me develop my Magic the Gathering brain by having a focus on the counters. So it will allow me to, like, you know, just develop my MTG ability faster. So that was one of the reasons why I did it. And also, two, I actually traded my one ring for the precon and some other things. And I got the all shiny version, the all foil, which, come on now. I mean, who wouldn't do that? All foil, basically a baller, is what I'm trying to say. I'm basically a baller. He's all tapped out. What is he going to do? Target creature you control gets +3, +2. +3, +2. He'll be at 4. I'll be at 3. So that my thing will die. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, okay, resolve. That kind of sucks. But he's tapped out. What else can he do? I think I win, right? Okay, I think I just win. Well, oh, he could have another creature that he could put up on the board. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked. He kicked that, right? No, he couldn't have kicked that. How can I tell if it was kicked? I'm pretty sure. Wait, it's 4 damage. I don't care. Why do you do that? Is he just giving up? No creature? No creature. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. All right, now that he's tapped out, I feel comfortable doing that. Boom, I win. Let's go, baby. Sequencing. And he doesn't let me attack. What a doofus. Jazam Jin, he's a doofus. One went away, and wait, is that one went away from 3 in a row? Certainly not. Certainly not. Oh, man, I missed some chat. Sorry, guys. I would recommend the newer Hearthful Precon or even the Taval or Miriam Dragons. I bought all the Tarkir decks. So I got fully addicted, and when I get into things, I go overboard. So I bought all the Tarkir decks. I bought a lot of precons. I went way overboard. Brawl, but you're expected to talk to people. That would be crazy. You can play anti-social commander on Modo. It's as cancerous as you'd think it'd be. Dude, I hate card games. Energy is busted in a 60-card deck. Same, I only play Hearthstone. What's crazy was when it was in standard. See, I knew, so from my research on the interwebs, I knew people didn't have a very good taste in their mouth from energy because apparently it wreaked havoc in standard. However, that's before my time. So to me, energy is just the bee's knees. It's a cool thing. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, that deck will develop your MTG brain and what operates with each other. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Hopefully, I get some friends that can play in real life. I'm getting my friends. So also, this is in response to people wanting me to build a deck on stream. I should be doing this because my wedding present to my friend who's getting married is going to be 2 decks. Well, it's going to be part of the wedding present. I was already going to give him the decks. However, I'm kind of dragging my heels. Life's kind of getting in the way with the whole moving thing. Because I'm building them decks. So I should probably do that on stream because it would probably be helpful because your guys' card knowledge is way more than mine, to say the least. Energy is busted, was crazy in standard. Oh yeah, that would develop is crazy in modern. Energy should never be reprinted. That's sad for someone that is so hyped on that. Oh nice, not bad. The collector's edition got nerfed several times in historic and still needed to ban. That's crazy. And 60 card energy, you choose a legendary creature to be your commander, then you can cast it again if it dies more than 2. That is a very good nutshelling of commander. That sounds too complicated. Commander is 100 card singleton, legacy format, infinite amount of interactions, power 9, and a few cards are banned. Wouldn't it be finite amount of interactions if both people have 100 card decks? Talking to people is crazy. Will you get me a wedding present? Wait a second, did you just say you were married already? Are you bamboozling me? Yeah, that would be a dope stream to make your friend's deck. I'd come and help. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I second getting Ian a wedding present. I think I have to get Ian a wedding present now. Can I get a wedding present for your friends? Can I get a wedding present for your friend's wedding too? Can you receive a wedding present for my friend having a wedding? If so, I think that is probably a no. I mean, if they're up for grabs. presents. Everybody wants wedding presents. There's a card called wedding. Yeah, I'm gonna put the wedding ring in it. I'm gonna put it in both of them. When I saw that, I was like, okay, that's a must add. 4 different players with 400 different cards is infinite different games. Ask AI. It will calculate it for you. If he's already married, then he had a wedding, didn't he not? Yeah, but I didn't attend the wedding. And it wouldn't be topical gift. It would just be a gift at that point. It would be just like, hey, here's a gift. I'll settle for an IOU. It's an infinite, but might as well be. Pretty rude that you didn't get him a present for the wedding he had before, in my opinion. Yeah, that was my bad. All right, this was my first bad hand, and of course it happens when I have a rank up. And I'm not going to make the mistakes I made yesterday. No sirree Bob. Even though this is very tempting, no sirree Bob. And I'm glad I didn't. In this one situation, I'm glad I did not. Keeping that 6, for sure. Keeping my 2 creatures. I don't know if that will be, I will live to regret that, but he, 3, 6, 8. He did not have to put a thing back. A green deck. Tap and untap permanent you control, add 1 mana of any color. He already has ramp. That does not bode very well for me. Let's do this. I believe that is correct. Because next turn, because I have a Plains, I'll be able to do Spellbook Bender if I don't want to Sheltered by Ghost something. Keen-Eyed Curator, as long as there are 4 more cards types among cards exiled with this creature, it gets X. Okay. A lot of information there. Let's start scrying. Let's start scrying, or do I hold up my Shard Mage and attack? That's actually a tough choice. I'm going to scry. I think that's correct. When he's tapped out, I don't know if that's correct or not. Okay, I have no more creatures in my hand. I don't think green really worries about creature removal as much. But Double Strike will be a game ender potentially, especially with a flyer. Uh-oh, you beg top decked. Gifts ungiven. Very rude. Oh, that's funny. Very rude. Cub, Orboid. Probably it's Orboid. Oh, no. I sense Badger Mole Cub in this deck. Cub, Orboid is so OP. Standard shouldn't have turn 3-4 wins. I agree with you, Arcane. Very sloppy. Very sloppy indeed. It's green. They don't have kill spells. You need to save shelter for the Cub. Or the threat. Rush, fast, fast, fast. True, David, but they stomp over yours. They have fight effects. I need fight effects sometimes. Chat. Where are the cards I need for Dino Monday? I want to learn more about this Dino Monday. All right, Cub. You're going to get your Ellis got. Goodbye, you piece of shite. He has 2 mana. That's scary. And I have 1 Shard Mage. Okay, but you guys said they don't run removal, so I'm trusting you. I'm really putting myself out on a limb here. He has responses. He's looking at my cards. Did you guys lie to me? Certainly not. So not creature removal, but removal. And now he has another creature. But I have 5 in the air. Now I have a 2/2. He could block with that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to attack with 5. Scrying, Optimus Scavenger. Okay, my thought process. Ian, your words echoed through my head right there. When I'm being silent, just talk through my thought process. My thought process is this. I would rather have a different card, but I would definitely not rather have a Plains. Oh, boy. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. So he's on 1-2. He's on a 2-turn clock. Potentially. Potentially a 2-turn clock. He has 2, 1, 3, 3, 1. But no pump spells yet. If he just like whiffs the pump spells, I could potentially rank up here. And that would feel, well, he is named the Brilliant. Discard card. Oh my god. A creature card? A tutor? That's not what I thought he was going to grab. That's actually nuts. And now he has a flyer. And now he draws more cards. God damn! Alright, this game's lost. Oh, Chad, where are the cards? Speak of the devil. Well, hit the cub. Imagine. Dinosaurs on a Monday. Dinos equal Etali. That's all I got. Can I bring a bird deck to Dino Monday? Amp Raptor? I love Amp Raptor. Shiny Amp Raptor makes me very excited. I don't have to imagine. Dinos are happening on a Monday. Apex Devastator. Galta Prime. I had... Wait, did I buy that? The Ixalan deck, that's a Dino deck. Very tempting to buy. Okay. No flyers. So just 6 damage in the air. Hold up to Shard Mage. Potentially still. I mean, he's not going to get rid of my stuff. So I probably should just not hold up the Shard Mage. Actually, I'm going to Scry too. And hopefully... Because he's going to play this next turn if he can. So if I can survive one more turn... If I can survive one more turn and get a Sheltered by Ghosts, I will win. Oh man, that's so close to doing it. Because I'll have 2 attackers. What if he goes all out? What if he goes all out? I think I have to be more greedy here. I think. Oh man, watch me draw planes. I'm gonna attempt it. I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't think that last cry was correct. Maybe the first one. He's letting both of them go through? Okay. That tells me he has game next turn. That tells me he has game next turn. This is not hefty. Wait. Laborious. Thusly. Shortened to Dino Monday. Much better. Lighter. Less burdensome. Bottom. Okay. Raimi says bottom, so I did that. You will need removal. You need shelter. Oh, I scried correctly. That's crazy. That shows a little bit of progress, I think. He's going to slow you. You got this, bro. You need to embrace the planes. A bad optimistic scavenger is just as bad as an extra planes. Is Pauper Dino Monday. Pauper Dino Monday. So think like Imperiosaur and Colossal Dreadmaw. Well, now you're just being ridiculous. How could such powerful yet majestic beasts be bound to the form of commons? They needed to be Pauper. Pay Pauper legal. Still, so messed up they printed Colossal Dreadmaw Pauper. That card's busted. He will cast the Sphinx. I never got into Arena. I played Paper Standard for a bit, but lost to PTQ and gave up. It's too expensive. I find Commander lets you build a large collection with a higher variety card pool. I use a black Sharpie on the gold symbols of my... Black Sharpie on... Oh my god, this is a lot of damage. And they're tramplers. So this is just game. Yeah, that's just game. Holy shite. Because of this? Jesus Christ. Damn. Whatever. That was close. So close. What could I have done differently there? I feel like that was winnable. Well, he only had 2 life. So maybe I should have not held up the Shard Mages for so long. Maybe that? Not holding the Shard Mages? Oh no. Not sure. I use a black... I read that. Good game. Critter Hoof. Hoof. That is true. In this matchup, you want removal on his ramp. And removal for the inevitable threat. Yeah, I just didn't get there. I just didn't get there. But where was the misplay? I think holding up the Shard Mage was a misplay. But he would have changed the things that he blocked with. So would that have made a difference? Doubtful. However, what I just realized is if I switch it to best of 3, I will have another chance to rank up here. Not true rank up. But, let's see. Let's see. This might be my last game of the evening, and a best of 3 seems like, go out with a bang, I suppose. In this matchup, you want removal, get lost, the mole. Removing Hoof wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, because of the ETB effect, right? So the damage is already done. He already would have had like 4 or 5 10-10s on the board. Maybe? I don't know. Well, now that I'm waiting, it reminds me to hydrate. All right, this will be the final test in my theory. If Veteran Survivor was screwing me all along with this Demir stuff. However, again, this profile picture usually says otherwise. Tony Q 1222 initiate. Roll for initiative. Much better than yesterday. Things are looking up, guys, and I'm playing first. Playing with no fear. These card sleeves? Maybe he's playing green. Maybe I get revenge on green. No, it's Demir. Maybe Demir has just been relegated to best of 3. I wonder what he's going to get rid of. What is he scared most of? Optimistic Scavenger. Well, I already have one on the field. Dumb beach. Fucking hate this guy. As soon as I see these colors, I hate him with a passion. Boiling fury, passion. I might as well draw cards while I can, because if he's ripping them out of my hands, even at sorcery speed, seems okay. Playing fast and loose here. Really slows down the hoof. I did try to get rid of the bull, but then he got rid of my Sheltered by Ghost. And it looks like he's going to get rid of this from the way he's looking at it. It's a Bitter Triumph. The one of, 12 cards that he has as removal? Humane. What he's doing to me is inhumane. But now if he's going to do it again, at least he has to pay mana to do so. And I'll have 2 cards on the field. Let's do that. Sweeper now? That would be sucky. But again, I have another creature. So this is actually very rare position for me. I just have to fight through the 12 removals. It just seems so unlikely, but it is possible. And I can sideboard Rest in Peace. I can sideboard in the, Cathar Commando? Or is that the one that gets rid of enchantments? One of the cards that flashes in. The card everybody hates. This card fucking sucks in this deck. As soon as I go back to best of 3, I instantaneously hate this game again. Funny how that works. All attacks. 4 damage every turn. He's at 11. What can I draw here? Feather of Flight into a Feather of Flight into something else? No, I could just do Feather of Flight into an Ethereal Armor. Would that get the job done? That would be 3, and that would be 4. So not quite. Doesn't really change the clock at all, really. Maybe time to pivot to best of 5? Well, he can only discard creature or artifact. Ah. Okay, he's low on mana, so that tells me that maybe I have a chance. Holding up the Shard Mage, or should I do an extra damage here? Let's hold... Wait a second. I think all of his stuff is... All of his removal is that. So maybe I just do an extra damage here. He'll go to 8. Next turn, he'll go to 5. Next turn, 2. So let's just do this. I don't know. I'm not sure what was correct there. It seems that there was a factor of 2 there regardless of if I did it or not. So I might as well do the do damage now. Hold up. God, he's such a fucking loser. This guy is such a loser. All right, now he can't hand rip, but handless hand. And I have another creature. Things are looking up, and I can scry here. There we go. And now the clock is a little bit shorter. All is not lost. A plane? See ya. See ya. All right, just don't destroy my creature. Please don't destroy my creature. Ooh, okay. If I can finish the stream beating Demir, I will be happy. Okay, all he did, though, was hand rip. Let me ask okay, please respond very quickly to this because I only have 2 minutes and I run out of time very often with this. If I play Rest in Peace, if a card would be put into graveyard from anywhere, it's exile instead. So since a card is going to exile, does that mean discarding effects can't happen? Oh no, Ian, you're not a loser. That guy, this guy, the only wait, Tony Q, that's not you. Wait a second. Ian says no. Doesn't work how you want. Oh, frick. Damn it. Okay, I guess just more protection is the only thing I want. Maybe a demi. Or should I just run it back? Board and rip here? No, I don't think so. I could be Tony Q. Any one of us could. We're all Tony Qs at one point in time. Shite. Although it's still good to run Graveyard Hate. I don't know. Do I even not? Oh, Seam Rip got to go. Okay, that was a good point. There's nothing to Seam Rip. Haven's pretty good. Flashing effects are pretty good though. I could Scry, but that's a 3-drop. 48 seconds. Flash, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I think this maybe. Exile to whoop another target fox. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm just gonna go with that. That seems like a fast. Get rid of the Seam Rips. That seems fast because the Theme Rip was just useless there. But watch him like side in more just absolute trash cards. He is going first, but it's a tap land. I might as well play Optimus Scavenger because it would just get hand ripped away from me anyways. So I can actually play, now that I'm thinking about this clearly, I think, I can just play freely, which feels good. And actually, Wonder Weave put in some hardcore work last game, now that I'm thinking about it, because he got kind of screwed. No way. No way it lives. No way it lives. Do you not have vets anymore? Aspect, the reason why I went the best of one because I was testing out my theory. I removed the vets. Because I was thinking of ways that the game could screw me over, and because the vets existed in my hand, maybe, just maybe, that means that they would put more black graveyard decks against me. That was my thought process anyways. I mean, Spell Snare, probably. The sudden Spell Snare. All right. I think that was the right play. Thing is, you just need to go faster. The Graveyard Hate is likely to slow them down. As much so, you're saying that maybe I sideboarded correctly this time. Vet is enough Graveyard Hate if you can swing on it. Always attack first. Always attack first. Damn it. Lee, that is such a bad habit of mine. Such a bad habit. I don't know how. I need to get a rubber band and snap myself every time I make that mistake. Okay, time to lock in. I can 2-0 this fool. Well, your deck should. No, yeah, you're 100% right. I know better than that. I'm attacking first. Let's do Dryad. Hold up the Shard Mage. End turn. And if he doesn't get rid of my Wonder Weave next turn, or if he tries to get rid of my Wonder Weave, at least I'll protect my Wonder Weave. And then potentially I'll draw a Plains, and I'll have 2 Wonder Weaves. And he's doing it. He's paying it. He's paying the taxes. And destroy target creature. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, I have a chance here. Great. That was kind of bait. Okay. He doesn't have enough for Ward 2/2. He does not. But I could scry into something pretty good. And that'll be 4 damage. Okay, he could have 5 mana next turn. Does he have 1 mana removal? I don't think so. He could easily have his 5-drop and hex you. All right. You're right. That was just me being greedy. That was a bad magic even thought. I'm not that. No, I was about to be that dumb, but you talked me out of it. Feather of Flight seems good there. All right, now he's down at 12. Now this is my happy space here. Please don't have a land. If he doesn't have another land, even 4 mana is not probably enough to ruin my day. Okay, tap land. Kavaro. What is he targeting? A menace thing. Thank the good Lord Almighty. I wanted to Feather Flight. Oh, I can. Discard this card. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. I think that's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, if he gets rid of my 1 creature, if I keep the planes on top, I can Wonder Weave into a Feather of Flight. Or I could Most Helpful Weaver into a Feather of Flight. Slow, but maybe that's better here. He's at 7. Stock up. Okay, that's taking a lot of mana. Now he's only at 2, so this is surviving. Unless he has non-target removal. That works around Ward, right? Man, he's looking. I think that means he's not finding what he wants. Or maybe he just has a whole pile of cards to choose from and all of them are good, and that's why it's a tough decision. Come on, please. Tap land. Love to see it. Love to see it. Draw a card. Come on. Not a pump spell. Not a pump spell. This 1 extra turn of his actually might be to my detriment. Okay. He clearly might have a sweeper. So do I leave the creatures in my hand in case he plays a creature? Oh, after my attackers. After the attackers. Damn it. Why am I like this? Okay. Ward 2/2 is a hefty price to pay, so there is a chance that I could just have it. There's the chance. Maybe I shouldn't have played Most Helpful Weaver. I definitely shouldn't have played it when I played it, obviously. Okay, there it is. That means that I made the mistake, and he gets his shit back, too. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may collect evidence 6. Destroy all creatures. If evidence collected, exile a card from bonus graveyard. Then search its owner's library, hand, and library for... What did he target? Wonder Weave? And he's hand ripping me. Oh my god. What a piece of shit. Give me a creature for that garbage. Watch me draw planes. This is just like my normal. This is my normal. And I used up how many feather? Okay, I want to use up 1 Feather of Flight. Okay, a creature. A creature. You know, there's a chance still. It's not a very good chance, especially with a vigilant piece of shit. Board wipe. You don't need the planes. You need gas and pressure, in my opinion. I think you're good. Strategic betrayal isn't that common in these sideboards. Get one of them out. That's rough. Well, at least you're saying that I should have gotten one of them out. So, and there goes my creature. And it's a fucking token. I absolutely hate this deck. It's indescribable how much I hate this fucking deck. Just not literally just not fast enough. But I'm at 31. So I have a couple turns. I could draw Feather of Flight. All right, hand rip me again, you loser. I could draw Feather of Flight and it'll be a good game. Don't destroy me, Feather of Flight. I can still win this. All is not lost. He's scrying 2. He has all of his mana up. So it's not looking good. That goes to the bottom. That goes to the bottom. He's looking for something. I'm taking 11. No blocks. Come on, nothing in his hand destroy me. And there it is. Why wouldn't he have it? All their fucking deck is creature removal. And I drew a fucking Feather of Flight. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. The math isn't mathing. I don't have anything in with haste. Wait, do I? Did I add something with haste? I think one of the creatures has haste, right? One of the creatures has haste. So if these don't get bigger, I could draw something with haste. One of the things I sideboarded. And there it is. That's exactly 15, isn't it? Damn. All right. Still have a chance to win this. Still have a chance to win this. I didn't draw any of the restoration magics. A Demi is the only thing I added. No, I don't have haste. What was I thinking of? All right, the reason why I'm thinking of removing that, even though obviously I've been getting got by removal spells, and this obviously gives me indestructible. I mean, if it's not removal, it's hand ripping. So, like, if it's not one, it's another. That's what I'm going to go with, I think. If only you top decked your Dark Magician. Told you it's a Gavaro deck. Rip. I would have hit the Wonder Weave anyways, and you drew into another Wonder Weave, so the results were more or less the same. You're not playing... Hey, Ian, you said I'm not playing Armadillo enough, and I added it before I read that. I think that's the only thing I'm going to add. When this creature enters... Oh, man. This would be good. I mean, to me, it's the same amount of mana as Spillic Bender. I am an Armadillo. I'm just going to go with that. Maybe I can plot some spells. I can flash in the creature. Maybe, just maybe, put in Rip? It's too late now, but I am playing first, so that gives me a better chance. Speaking of the Armadillo, speaking of the devil, it's interesting in my opinion. I can make Carvel miss. It doesn't die to Requiem Hex, but I'm not sure. You're 3 armadillos in a trench coat? How cartoonish of you. I could have played extremely aggressive and played 2 ethereal armors on my 1 optimistic scavenger on turn 2. Or I can make my armadillo fly. And he can't pay the ward. Fucking hate this guy. Alright, that's a good draw, though. Do I draw again? I could draw into a Plains and play Ethereal Armor. Nope, but I get my Optimus Scavenger back, and that feels alright. He's at 17. How much does it take to buff this thing up? 4. He's at 15. And he's going to kill it. Shard Mage? No. The reason I'm doing this... Wait a second. Blight. As an additional cost cast spell, you may Blight 1. In turn. The main reason I'm doing this is because if it's one of those cards that gets bounced to my hand, which I can't remember the name of, at least I won't be losing a creature. Does he not have a land? He has a land. But is that it? I guess I just have to... Oh, nope. Here it comes. Here it comes. And I don't have a creature for follow-up, so that was obviously a mistake. That I should take to heart. Take to heart that. Most helpful Weaver would have been more helpful. Hit him with the Rolling Shield. The thing about Rip in this matchup is it's just a control deck. It uses 2 mana to play, which is enough for this deck, and Kavaro being shut down hurts them a bit. They often just have the mana. Dang, he had the weapon that Armadillo is weak against. If you had 4 of and could find it consistently, then it would be worth considering, but 1 of Rip just doesn't pay off here. He could think you have Shard Mage. Agreed, especially having played this deck a decent amount today. It's just too versatile against hate pieces like that. Alright, now that he's done stock up, he has all the answers one may ever dream of having. And there's no way I'm going to have a creature for more than 1 turn now. Feels bad. I should have not played the Ethereal Armor. But we live and we learn. We live and we learn. He's paid for both, didn't he? No, he didn't. He only did this. I wonder what he's going to get rid of. He got rid of the Feather of Flight. Okay. So this is going to be a 3, and he has that too. It's just not fun. I never have fun playing against this deck, and I don't think I ever will. Having 2 mana here really hurts, but this will make it a 3/3. So that Blight 2 that he just played, not Blight, but whatever. At least it doesn't die to that. Maybe I can have a creature for more than 1 turn. Maybe. Or maybe I just neg myself an extra card. We will see. Returning it. Awesome. Love that. Love that. But he's tapped out. Maybe I can draw a Plains. I love that all of his cards, even his creature cards, hand rip. That's the thing that feels the best about this deck. And of course, best, I mean worst. I mean small brain, small PP. And there goes my last creature. Oh, I should probably start conceding these games, to be honest with you. It just puts me in too foul of a mood. Stock up is freaking broken. Really, the fix is Leyline of Sanctity. You make Yubei into the Boggle. True, the rip is so they don't get insane value out of the graveyard. Sheltered is for the hard cast threats. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have sideboarded out the Sheltered by Ghosts. Because what is it actually doing? Okay, I sideboarded wrong. Hell, if it had helped, maybe sometime before stream, I could throw the version of the deck list I play in the Discord, and we could talk over it a bit. Yeah, that would help, for sure. Well, at least Rip can shut down his board wipe from collecting evidence. That's a good point. If he has 5 mana on board wipe, he probably already lost. It does definitely feel that way. And now I draw planes. So this is exactly what I left off of yesterday. Feels bad. Feels really bad. But maybe, I mean, he won with 1 life left. Maybe I can do the same. I just need to draw a creature, of course. And of course, why would I not draw anything other than that? Armadillo. Cool. Spell Snare, I'm assuming. Wow. And now it's dead. Here it is. It's dead. I mean, the deck is so good. Like, how can someone... I honestly don't even see a deck that can play through so many hand rips. Like, you just don't have a hand because of Deceit. And the rest of the cards that do the same thing Deceit does. It just boggles my mind. The deck is fucking cracked. The deck is fucking cracked. Not much you can do there. Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it. This is why enchantment decks should have another color to back up. What would you back up with it? Again, you're just really vulnerable to hand rip in particular. But I was just thinking quietly to myself there, like if I was playing like the Ouroboros deck, yeah, I mean that thing pops off for sure. But like if he's getting hand ripped before he pops off, I mean turn 2, maybe they play more creatures than I do. I mean they definitely play more creatures than I do, because my deck is half creatures, half enchantments, and like a lot of that Dimir matchup plays. Maybe the answer was in front of my face the whole time. Because most of those removals are removal of 2 mana creatures. And I kept putting 2 mana creatures in front of them. So maybe I should be sideboarding 3 mana creatures. Huh. Okay, well this just populated for me. So that was going to be my last game. What time is it? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play some more. Should I play best of 3 again? All right, let's try. Let's try to play best of 3 again. Because I'm not at that point where my brain is too tired to think straight. That's when I have to leave the stream. For your auras, blue, white enchantment, that deck won the Pro Tour. DJ, you know just what to say to make me feel better. Here's the deal. Your deck relies on Voltroning auras on a dude, so you're always going to have something to pick on a discard. 3 mana creature is just too slow, I think. And removal is always going to be a big value for the player doing it against you. It's kind of a part of the deck you're piloting. Yeah. But now I'm thinking about it, that green, like, I was just comparing it to that green deck. And I think because, like, half my things are auras and half my things are creatures, that makes me super susceptible to it. But that is a very good hand. That is a very good hand, indeed. 3 planes? There's no way. And I'm playing against fucking Dimir. You gotta be absolutely shitting me. I mean, there's literally no reason not to play it. It's just gonna get killed, but it's just gonna get hand ripped anyways. Is that the correct thing to do? It's just kind of part of it. Yeah, 1 or 2 creatures are easy to get rid of. Sadly, a lot of the decks that are being net decked now from the Pro Tour were made to be oppressive to Cub, and it just happens that it works well against you as well. That makes sense. If you play it and it dies, that's 1 less removal they have. Good point. Good point. Oh, geez, Louise. Best of 3 is just crawling with this shite deck. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. Now it doesn't feel worth to do the whole shard, to not have the shard mage up. So I guess I'll attack. Feather of Flight, though? I don't know. Not sure right now. End turn. Now I have 2 mana up. In case that survives, he's tapped out. I can play Feather of Flight, draw a card on his turn. Pass. My turn. I wish I had 3 mana. I don't know if me playing that optimist lack of aggression is right there. Let's do... one less thing for him to hand rip out from me. Force him to try to play removal. Okay. Cool. Still have the Shard Mage's Rescue. One less thing. He has 5 cards in hand. I have 3 things. So if he has 5 forms of removal, I'm screwed. Okay, still has 5. Draw 2 cards. So now he's going to have a very stacked hand. Resolve. Draw 2 cards. He has 1 thing up. It's a black thing, so I still need Shard Mage up. Holding on a Shard Mage just feels horrendous. Because it never matters against this matchup. Now he has 4 cards, though. 4 cards to my 3 cards. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. When this creature enters Surveil 2, when 1 or more other creatures you control enter, resolve. Now he's tapped out. Resolve. Do I start buffing my Optimistic Scavenger? Then I can play Feather of Flight, maybe draw into another one. Pass. I'll have 4 mana to play. Oh. Hold off on Scavenger. I mean, if you're doing anything similar to this deck in 2 colors, you're probably playing Orzhov Skillies. Although I have lots of decks. Yeah, one of them is Skillies. You got to be aggressive, my dude. Sometimes you're going to lose cards, but Dirtling will lose you. Okay, that's telling me to do this. That's telling me to do this while I can. Another Plains. Do this while I can. Dawdling is not helping me. Another Plains, of course. All attacks. And it would be lovely, absolutely wonderful, if he tries to hand rip me now. Please try to hand rip me now. Hand rip me. Please, waste your mana to hand rip me. I'd feel so good about that. He has 3 cards in hand. 3 forms of removal, potentially. Please, one of them, or 2 of them, or even 3 of them be hand rips. And there goes my flyer. See, this is the one, right? Mana value 2 or less. So I'm definitely going to try siding in mana value 3 cards. Mana value 3 cards would be great. Even with the Shard Mage, I can't block. Okay. It's not all over here. Twilight Diviner. So that's a pretty good looking card. Whenever Cure attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create... God damn! This deck just does everything. Oh. Okay. I have to get rid of the 8/8, which feels bad. But it looks like he's going to get rid of this anyways. Counter it, maybe. All right, let's try this 3 mana thing. Because so many of the times, that's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's all I have for 3s. Oh, this is a 3, obviously. This is a 2. He wanted stuff in his graveyard, so now I'm gonna add Rest in Peace. Maybe I'll add a Demi and Armadillo for early turn stuff. All right, 10 cards to get rid of. Only one of those were enchantments, though. Only one of them were. Flash actually is protection against this. Okay, I'm really overhauling this deck. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Let's do remove the Seam Rips. It seems this guy plays more remove like creatures than normal Dimir. Spellbook Vendors going. 3 more. Sheltered by Ghost. I mean, he plays it, so that would probably be dumb. Let's do that. And maybe even that. I mean, that's like my main engine. Shard Mage is just kind of useless now. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna overthink it. Because once I overthink it, then I'll end up not clicking the next button. Gobushi? Is it the name? Gobushi? Kind of weird. Play first. Okay, that's a good hand. Very good hand. Optimus Scavenger hits the board. Let's see the next card. This is really good. Rip Match believes this. Yeah, go down. Helpful Weaver, Feather Flights, in my opinion. You want Winter Weave against removal heavy decks. He seems to run white as well. And there is the Wonder Weave. All right, he's looking at that like he has bad intentions in his heart. But maybe I can just squeak it out. This surviving an extra turn will feel good. My turn. Kind of want to do this, but he will probably counter it, but I'll be buffing this up by another one, actually by 2. Okay, before combat. 5, perfect. All right, this game is going my way, hopefully. Next, and turn. All right, now he's definitely going to try to get rid of this, it feels like. And if this stays alive, that will be a 6-7 double strike. 1-1. All right, we have a chance. We have a chance. All right, Ian said to go down Helpful Weaver and Feather of Flights. In my opinion, you want Wonder Weave against... Okay, I'll add this and remove... I'll remove a Helpful Weaver. Actually... I'm going to remove Feather of Flight. He seems to run, honestly, in best of 1 with the way this meta is, I'd probably main deck a few Enduring Innocence. Even if it's slower, you need some sort of engine to deal with the card disadvantage that deck gets from this. Look at Spell Snare incoming, LOL. Yeah, I was expecting Spell Snare. Definitely. All right, he's going first, which is going to be an uphill battle, but I'm liking this. I'm liking the fact that I'm trying a new strategy. Because the definition of insanity is just doing the same bullshit over and over and over. Another pretty good hand, though. Pretty much the same hand as last time. Let's see. Let's see if this survives a turn. No, it's not. Armadillo hits the board, though, and that feels good. I could buff up the Armadillo, but it seems like from the way he's looking at it, he's going to do it. He is at 6 cards, and I'm at 4. He's at 5 cards. I'm at 4. Perfect. He's tapped out. Now I wish I played Ethereal Armor, but he probably would have gotten rid of it if I had. A cheap creature feels good. All right, Ian told me to play more aggressive, more often. What could he be doing? Oh, discard a card. Indestructible, whatever. Draw a card, planes, cool. Have a creature for follow-up or ethereal armor. I don't know. Not sure what's the best thing to do there. First strike is good. +1/+1's good. Do damage while I can. This is playing fast. Ian told me to play fast. He would never steer me wrong. What makes me apprehensive is all those cards that deal with 2-drops or under. I mean, this is a sitting duck for. He's at 5 cards to my 3 cards. One of them is maybe a land. And he's looking at it. And it is going to be killed with Bitter Triumph. He has 1 mana left. No mana left. He had to pay for the ward. Perfect. All right, he has 3 cards to my 3 cards. As long as there's not a stock up in my future, I'll feel okay. I'm going to be playing aggressive here. And then I'll do this, because next turn it will modify my Wonder Weave if he doesn't get rid of my Wonder Weave. All right, still 3 cards, 3 cards. Now it's 4 cards, 3 cards. Maybe there's a chance he's run out of it. And of course there's not that chance, but he has to pay the taxes. But I still have a creature to make it a 3/2 next turn. I could draw Feather of Flight to make it in the air. Feather of Flight into Ethereal Armor, that would be pretty good. That's all he's doing. A tap lands 2 cards to my 2 cards. And you can't hand rip somebody without a hand. Probably should have spread the love there, but why not? Discard a card? Indestructible, or he's going to take 5? Neither? Discard a card? He is. He wants that creature on the board. So now it's 1 card to my 2 cards, but he has 5. Almost got there. And it looks like he's going to be able to destroy it. No, it's staying alive. 2 cards to my 2 cards. I just need 1 creature. I'll have double strike. I could draw Feather of Flight again. This is totally within grasps. Already? Oh, sheltered by ghosts. No freaking way. Alright. Threaten game-ish. Okay. Clearly, he has something to do, right? Okay, I'm going to read. If I missed some chats, I apologize, but I'm really focusing right now. Would you guys, sheltered by ghosts, on the spider, which is clearly going to get targeted by whatever he may have, or would you, sheltered by ghosts, the thing that's less likely to get hated on? What would you guys do? I mean, I might not steer you wrong. I'm not 100% comfortable with your deck still. Indestructible as long as no removal. I sheltered the Dryad. That's what I was leaning towards, so I'm definitely going to go with it. There's no way this is going off. There's no way. That feels like I just beat the final boss of a game that I've been playing for months and been struggling with. I know it's not a big deal. I'm literally just a scrub in platinum, but that deck has got my goat for so long. I have beaten it in the past many times, but it's been a while. And I would honestly love to finish the stream on a high note. But I'm 1 away. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because that's not going to expire until after, I'm going to hit these tomorrow. Who cares? Like, this is still our waiting. I'm going to have these tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open a pack to end the stream. Because why would you not do that? Reveal all. Oh, wait, I missed chats too. Or did I? Yeah, card draw is a part. I might. Okay, I read all the chats. See, if you shuffled the spider, would it have worked? 100% correct play. Big W. Let's go. Thank the good Lord I made a right decision. All right. I think I want to, because that wall really intrigues me. I want to buy some of these. And it's a rare, so I'm not going to buy the mythic packs. I'm going to buy just these packs. And let's hope I get some rares. Come on, baby. Come on. My luck is turning around after that Dimir matchup. Let's do the golden pack first, because that's less exciting to me. Reveal. Oh, a rare wild card. I'm at 1 now. Big Rich. Ooh, I thought about adding this card too. But the likelihood of me having 6 mana for that 7/8 and having protection from each of your opponents seems pretty unlikely. But it feels very tempting. I've thought about this card a lot actually lately. All right, open times 10. Let's go. Oh, I got 1 more. How many does that make? I got 3 wild cards now. Reveal all. Ooh, 4 wild cards. This was a big W. Huge, in fact, W. Raise the past. That's a good card for my deck. Did I get the wall, though? Heir Apparent. I could make that deck. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's uncommon? I could probably make a Heir Apparent Brawl deck that would suck behind much less than my Brawl deck. I didn't get any of the walls, did I? I didn't get a single wall. But I did get some wild card on rare wild cards. How many did I end up with? 3 wild cards. All right. I feel like that stream was pretty good. Raimi, you're heading out just as I head out. Good night to you. Thanks for hanging out with me so long today. Back height, wow, reset already. I still don't think Foundations is a bad choice. I think it is rather, well, too late now. Oh, sorry. Is that gonna rotate out soon? Is that the problem? What wall? The wall I'm talking about is Crystal Barricade. That is the one I'm talking about. It's the Defender, which that is the part that makes me apprehensive to play it. It's 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 white. I have hexproof. So I'm thinking right, as long as I'm thinking correctly, if I have hexproof, then I can't get hand ripped by Deceit. That's my thought. That is like that's the biggest reason why I want it. But also too, here's another one. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. So I feel like if I add 4 of those to my main deck, I could potentially rid myself of a lot of the poor matchup that I run into Dimir if I'm thinking of it correctly. I'm not sure if I am. Foundation is in rotation for 5 years. Oh, perfect. I just think you'd be getting better. Gotcha. You're playing aggro, my dude. I understand that. However, like against Dimir, which again, before today's best of 1 stuff, I run into it 90% of the time, and it's not even like I'm not even playing aggro. I'm just getting shat on for the whole game. So that's why if I'm going to run into Dimir so much, I might as well, play cards that help me against that matchup. That is my thought. Not sure. I did look at some decks that are playing like the whole mono white auras, and some of them with like a spiciness rating that they said online. They had that in some of their lists. And actually I found it before, and then when I saw it, it was like confirmation that it could be good. But I don't know. If you start adding these cards, you're no longer playing aggro, and your deck will start to flounder because you'll be dead drawing these tricks that don't work out. I agree with you. I think after you try it, you'll see the issue, but experimenting is good. I definitely see the issue. Don't get me wrong, I definitely see the issue. But I also see if I'm playing Dimir so much, I feel like the upside is there. But again, I won't know for sure unless I try. As you guys have mentioned. However, my eyes are definitely getting a bit weary. So I must bid y'all adieu. Again, thank you all for hanging out with me. DJ Vinyl, if you're still in the chat, I probably mentioned this to you already multiple times. But there's a Discord if you want to hang out with us outside of stream. I would normally just say try it. I see. Last time I did try to stray away from the whole net decking, I went straight back into it after like a 2-12 run on best of 1 ladder. So I'm hesitant. but that card seems to solve a lot of my problems against the mirror. I might have, at the end of the day, I probably would just side deck it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to pull that pack, because I didn't want to waste wild cards on it. So that was one of the things. All right, guys, I am heading off to bed. I hope you guys all have a great night, and I hope to see you again soon. Again, I appreciate the hell out of everyone, and I'm ending the stream right now.